Oh, good day to you, sir.
Thank you.
I just hear you talk so much about this whole traditional women lifestyle, and
Very
I
good.
just
Real
don't
quick,
agree
are
with
you
it.
the first person that asked for the link? I just want to figure out if you were one of those persons.
Yes,
Were you the guy who said your takes are bad? That was you?
yes, I do think you have some bad taste. You may be
Okay.
intelligent in what you are intelligent in, but
I'm curious. Am I more intelligent than you are?
mm, there may be an area of expertise. Excuse me, there may be an area you have more expertise in, but I definitely believe there's stuff that I am
You're talking very slowly.
much more skilled.
Mind you, I haven't slept since yesterday, so this is your best chance to outshine me, and I'd be excited to see that.
I
What
mean,
I'm
this is not
asking
about
you,
outshining,
no, it
but
absolutely is. It absolutely is because you're not
I
building
don't I
anything.
don't
So
care
you're
about
no.
what you do.
One second, you're not building anything. So you're merely coming on here to engage in intellectual contention.
What do you mean by
So
I'm not building anything?
what are you building?
All right, one thing I noticed already is he got the ceilings. He got the broke apartment ceilings. I noticed that he them ceilings is also. And let me mention this for anybody that's not streamed, that's not watching this live. Once I upload this, stop complaining about me pausing the video. If you want to go watch the regular video, go watch the regular video. You're watching a breakdown of the video. You stupid ass nigga. I'm gonna pause, you dumb, because I'm reacting to it. You complaining ass, crybaby ass, soft ass, old niggas and young niggas. But the first thing I noticed though is these weird ceilings, and these are usually the ceilings of somebody that's in poverty, right?
I have a business, an HVAC business. I work for myself. Yes.
I see the exposed water thing too. The exposed what is, I forgot what it's called. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That motherfucker exposed.
I see. I see.
This great house, I pay for everything by myself. And I'm not bragging, but when
No,
you
no,
say
there's
building,
nothing wrong.
everyone,
Sir, you have a cinnamon toast crunch in your background. So what I'm telling you
what's
is
wrong
that,
with Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
well, if you'd get the box and turn it to the back and put the camera on it, I can tell you precisely what's wrong with it. Unfortunately, when I was a young child growing up in Los Angeles in the ghetto, I unfortunately
Can we just
ate
get back to the topic?
all of this matters. That's why I said before you come on, be open and willing to talk
A
about
Cinnamon
everything.
Toast Crunch box
Matters. That's why I said before you come on, be open and willing to talk
a
about
Cinnamon
everything.
Toast Crunch box matters about you
Absolutely.
talking about women need
Yeah,
to stay in the
we'll get to
kitchen.
all of it. I have time.
What
You
does
have
that have to
time.
do with anything?
We both have time. We both have time. So if you just calm
I mean, I
down.
sort of don't. Like, I'm sort of
No.
in a rush.
Well, but you said you were intelligent and you have your own business, so you should be able to control your time because you're a boss. And
Well,
being that
I
you're
mean,
a
I don't
boss,
know.
that's
I
why
feel
you're
like
here. You're here to
I
give
feel like
advice because you're
intelligence is
accomplished.
subjective.
Yes.
So,
So
like me, I'm a person that loves to learn. That's why I
good.
listen to a lot of different
That's
people.
very good. That's very good. So I want you to open your mind and be willing to take our time with this conversation. And remember, you came onto my platform. I'm not on your platform. So you're on my platform, and on my platform, we talk about everything. And I always tell people that we will investigate the speaker because you're here in a fairly, I'd say you got to be pretty cocky to come on and say, hey, Marquet, you have bad takes. You say stupid things and I know better. And I'm saying, well, fantastic. I'm granting you to engage that, but we're going to engage everything. So do you understand my position?
I never said I knew better. I'm just saying as an intelligent person, which I consider you to be pretty intelligent, how could you say something that stupid? Like, do you know the
I want
advancements
y'all
women
to
have had in
notice
science?
too. Look at his background. You see a bunch of boxes of food everywhere. Look at Buddy background.
Intelligent person, which I consider you to be pretty intelligent. How could you say something that stupid?
Like it's, I mean, that look like toilet paper, oatmeal, water. Like, I mean, it's stuff everywhere in dude's house, man. Again, the little nasty cylinders.
Do you know the advancements
What-
women have had in
what-
science
What
to the stuff that we
is
use
the
today?
evidence? One second,
Imagine
sir.
if those.
If you come out for one moment, what is the evidence of your intelligence?
It just depends on what your definition of intelligence is. That's why I said intelligence is subjective. Some people might think only people with doctorate degrees are intelligent.
That's fine. That's fine. If you would be kind enough to give me examples of your intelligence.
I mean, I've been able to provide a pretty good life for myself. I feel like.
Would you be kind enough to go somewhere
That doesn't equate to intelligence.
where you have better
There's
service?
a lot of rich people that's dumb. A lot of them.
Your image is frozen. I really want you to apply yourself. I'm asking you politely, what is the evidence of your intelligence? Would you elaborate?
I mean, I own my own business. That's what I feel like. I feel like
okay.
true
All right, let's
intelligence
dig in.
is how you survive. I feel like true intelligence is how you survive, and I'm
Okay.
more than happy
Fine,
with my
Bruce.
survival. I have a lot more than a lot of people.
Very good.
I feel
Now,
like.
so now you're coming on here to go against me. And so you said you own your own business. Do you believe that the business or businesses that you own are more profitable than the business or businesses that I own?
I mean, no. I mean, I know I probably don't. If you make what you say you make, I know I don't make as
What
much.
have I said? What have I said that I make, Bruce? Because I actually try.
Well,
I
I've
try
seen
to go
some of
out of
your
my
video
way.
about.
1 second. I just want to note, Bruce, for the public, I go out of my way to not say what I make. I don't want to say what I make publicly.
Well, what?
Which is smart for anybody, especially if you're younger. I always let people know you broke. I ain't got no money. I say I live with my mom in the basement. I'm broke as hell. I ain't got no money, none of that. Which is smart. Don't let nobody ever be able to track what you got going on, no matter what it is.
What you
imply through your videos. If your videos are real, like I've seen you have whatever your house being built in your Burton plantation where you're gonna put, I've branched through your videos because you do have some knowledge, but some of
I'm still waiting on him to give his perspective on what he said that he felt like, Marquet don't like his take that's bad. I'm still waiting on that.
the stuff you say is just why I stopped watching your videos. It's just like, come on.
Okay, Bruce. So you, sir, are the problem because you say to yourself, and you don't
How am I a
realize that
problem?
I'm telling you, if you'd listen, you don't realize that it's subconscious jealousy driving you. And when you have someone who is sincere,
I've never
you're
even seen you with a
interrupting.
woman.
You have to stop
Okay,
interrupting.
I
Bruce.
will.
You have
Okay.
to stop interrupting, Bruce. And really, I find it even more comical. You say that you've never even seen me with a woman. I tell you the funny thing, Bruce, you maybe have never seen me without a woman. You've never seen me without a woman either.
You're not with a woman right now. Where is she?
Is that a fact, Bruce?
One thing that you never do, no matter what it is, nobody should ever see your woman. And any OG know this. You don't have to prove to the internet that you got women. Because what's understood ain't got to be explained. I don't have to show nobody that I got a woman. Number one, what you'll never see me on here do is try to hey, y'all, look at the woman that I'm with. I don't never do that. And I could be with a woman at any time of the day, at any time on stream or whatever it is. But you don't never put your woman out there on the forefront. And number one, as a man, especially for the younger generation of guys in here, all my young bulls in here, you don't ever want to be with a woman who want to be in the limelight. You don't want to be with because she's looking for attention. She's looking for her next upgrade from you. You don't want that. You want your woman to be okay with being in the back, playing behind the scenes. A good woman is a woman who don't care about none of that. She cares about you and she want to be attached to you. She don't care about the attention. She don't care about the glitz and the glam and none of that. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, you shouldn't put her out there because one thing that you got to understand too is, especially with myself, right? I got a lot of people that talk stuff about me. The first thing that they gonna do when they can't affect you, or they too, or could because they number one, because a lot of you dudes that don't like me because you scared to reveal who you is. But when they can't affect you, they gonna go to the next thing.
Everybody hit the like button.
Shout out to Better Work for the $5 donation, man. Everybody hit the like button, man. You know that. Better Work, thank you for the $5 donation, family. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But what's gonna happen is, since they can't, attack you, they're gonna attack the next thing, which is, who's keying to you. They're gonna attack your mama, your father, your grandparents, your cousins, your friends, but they're gonna definitely go to your lady. You know what I'm saying? And you have to protect your lady. Protecting your woman isn't just physically, fellas. Protecting your woman is also, if you got a platform like myself, or if you own it, internet or whatever it is, it's protecting her from outside third-party entities that can destroy her mentally or can, try to just tear her down. You don't want that to happen. So you always keep your woman away from the spotlight, away from the limelight. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of woman that you want. You ain't got to prove to nobody that, man, hey, look, all of the men in here, we already know we can look at a nigga and tell you, he got it going on. from a perspective of like, oh yeah, he get women. I could just look at an OG and tell and let him know like he done been through the ringer with some women. He got it, you know, he understand what's going on out here. You could tell looking at a young dude, you could tell. I know some of the young dudes, some of the dudes is 22, 23, 24, young boys. I can tell out of y'all, some of y'all guys, if y'all get women, and I could just look at you and tell, look at how you present, how you talk, you know, the way that you operate as a man gonna let me know everything I need to know. So what's understood ain't gotta be explained, fellas. Let's keep going.
I don't see a woman.
Okay, so let's do this. Do you believe that?
What does it have to do with anything? This is not a comparison between me and you.
Calm down, Bruce. You interrupted and you said that. So why is it that when you bring up something and then I pursue what you're saying and you're about to be pinned down, then all of a sudden you want to change the subject? Have you noticed that, Bruce?
You've been changing the subject since we came on here.
Bruce,
I came to talk about the importance of women in society.
One second, Bruce. You said that you've never seen me with a woman, and then I was about to dig in on that. Calm down. I was about to dig in on that, and then all of a sudden you want to go to something else. And this is the reason that you want to go to something else. It's because you know that you're about to lose on an argumentative point. You're not an honest person, Bruce.
I don't care. This is not an argument I want to have. I didn't come on here to have this argument of a comparison of me and you.
Bruce,
I came to talk about the importance of women in society. And as you call yourself an educated man, how can you say women need to stay in the kitchen? Do you know how far back our society would be if women just stayed in the kitchen?
Why do you keep lying? You said earlier, you said how much money I say I have, but I've never said how much money I say I had.
I actually reviewed your book on Amazon, and it said that you supported traditional women need to stay at home, specifically on the book. The description on Amazon, let's pull it up.
What book?
But the black box. Is that not your book?
That is definitely my book, and it's a phenomenal book. It's rated 5 stars. So
I'm sure it's great.
It's a phenomenal.
But in the description of that book, maybe Amazon put it, you said women need to stay at home.
Bruce, have you read the book?
No, I have not yet purchased the book. I thought about it.
I didn't say have you purchased it. I said have you.
If you hear most women want to stay at home, if we're going to be honest. Most women would prefer to be at home. Most women that work jobs that have high degrees, if it was up to them, they would be at home and they would be a housewife to a good man. Publicly, they may not say it, but internally, behind closed doors, when other women are not around, they would much rather, if it was a good man, obviously, they would much rather be in a home submitting and nurturing a family under the leadership of a great and amazing man. Most women would prefer that. This whole thing of the women and they love getting their education, they love getting their degree. Some of them, I'm not saying all of them, some of them actually do like their job. Some of them do actually like to get quote unquote educated to get their degrees. But if you speak to most women, when other women are not around because, they don't want to break girl code, they got that little thing. Most of them don't want to work. Most of them don't want to go to college. Most of them will much rather be happier being at the home under the leadership of a great man who ain't abusing them, cheating on them, lying on them, or whatever it may be. Most of them will prefer that. Let's keep going.
No, I have not yet purchased the book. I thought about it.
I didn't say have you purchased it. I said have you read it?
No.
Okay, Bruce. Now, what we again see with you is that you're a person of low character. You're not a man because you're attempting to argue about something you said is written in my book, but you've not even read the book. So we see that you have no morality. You're a liar.
If it is in the description of the book, it's pretty safe to assume it is in the book. Why would the book describe? Why would the description describe something about a book that is not in the book?
Sir, you're lying. And as one
go on Amazon and look at the description of your book. I don't need
Amazon. I have the book right here, my dear boy. And not only do I have
then
the book,
Amazon bullshitted.
I even have the first version of the book right here, my dear boy.
At Nobler Avenue Super Chatted $33.33. I like your style, young lion. In a world of unculture, you give me hope. Keep applying pressure. 100 emoji.
How the hell did you do an exact number like that? I've never seen that before. What, you got super YouTube? First of all, thank you for the $33.33. I appreciate that, OG. Much respect and much love to you. How the hell did you send 33.33? This nigga got he got YouTube, this nigga got super YouTube. Like, you got YouTube that didn't even come out yet. I didn't even know you could do that. I think you can do that now. I was just thinking the same thing. Yeah, I thought you can only do increments of 5. I think you can do $2.99, $5.99, 10, and then 20. OG, thank you for that $33. I appreciate that. Real, I really appreciate that. And yeah, man, I try to. Sometimes you got to get it. These little YNs though. Sometimes OG. Sometimes you got to speak to them in their language though. OG. Sometimes you got to. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these, like that dude in the comments from earlier, I know he was a YN from the way he was talking. Because if you a man and you disagree with another man, the first thing you don't do is call him a bitch, especially on the internet. So sometimes you have to match these YNs and let them know that I'm not one of these little hoodie kids standing on the side of the corner, right? Sometimes you got to match them where they at so they can understand that you're not playing and you will wring their neck out like a rag. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I appreciate you and thank you. But yeah, he got a super YouTube, man. He got a different type of YouTube on his phone. But again, I appreciate you. Thank you again, fam. And I got you. I'm gonna keep putting in his work for you. He probably has YouTube Premium. I got YouTube Premium. I can't do all that. Somebody said that nigga from the future. Thank you again, OG. I appreciate the $33, family.
And what's more, I wrote the book.
And
So
honestly, I actually do remember you talking about you believe in what is called the nuclear family.
Can you calm down for a second?
You'll notice too, this entire conversation, so far, he keeps cutting him off. Sometimes you have to cut somebody else, especially if you a host. I cut people off sometimes too. But a lot of times it's to mediate the conversation because I'm not just going to let you babble, right? I need to mediate what's going on here because if I don't, you're just going to be babbling and rambling and talking. This is a conversation where you decided to come up and, hey, I disagree with something that you stated, and here's my evidence, and here's my disagreement, and here's my evidence on how you're incorrect or where this may not be the most rational way of thinking. And instead of him doing that, he's just cutting them off. And what I noticed too is, do y'all see these earrings? What type of earrings is this? I've never seen no earrings like this. I don't know if this is like the new YN style, not YN, but younger generation style, but this ain't. I'm surprised they don't have a septum ring. This whole thing is just, I don't know, he all the way off, man.
Young man, just calm down. You brought up the black box and then you just...
They call it gauges. I thought gauges was the opening, like when you could see through it. I didn't even know that that's what that is. Okay. I thought gauges was just the one that's opening, but I guess they got the closed versions too. White boys been doing it for like a decade. Okay. I've seen it before, but I didn't know they had them closed. Okay. Appreciate y'all, man.
Lied, and I'm about to correct it. So if you don't hate the truth, if you just hold on a moment. So just hang on.
Can I send you a screenshot,
sir,
of Amazon and how the Amazon described your book?
Sir.
I'm just giving you, I haven't read the book. I read the description of the book.
Can you calm down?
And in the book, I'm here to debate that. And if you don't, if you don't feel that way, if you don't believe in the traditional nuclear family, then it can just be over with.
If you can just
but that's what I came to debate.
Bruce, just calm down, please. You're not an honest person because...
Bro, you do this egotistical thing. Every person you have to compare them to you to make yourself feel better. It doesn't matter. I live a great life.
Hold on one second, Bruce.
Whether or not you're a billionaire tomorrow or broke tomorrow, it doesn't matter.
Hold on one moment, Bruce.
Let's get to the point.
Bruce, calm down, Bruce. You brought up yet another argument. I'm responding to it. And the moment we realize that you're a liar, you want to...
Okay, so we've seen the cinnamon toast crunch, we see the noodle pack, we see the Nature Valley bars, we see the oatmeal cream pies. I purposely don't buy snacks because I know I'm gonna eat. I like to eat, and I know I'm a snacker, so I purposely don't buy this stuff. If you want to lose weight, a great way is to not buy snacks. But when you got noodle packs and oatmeal cream pies and Nature Valley bars and stuff, that stuff is a lot of calories, man. On top of 2-3 meals a day you eating, you can't be buying this stuff, y'all. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. He act like a woman. I don't even want to disrespect women like that. He don't even act like women. He acts like he act like a bottom of the barrel female. See, the women, there are women in here that are not anything close to what I speak on. So that's why when I talk the way I talk, they never take it personally because they know that I'm not speaking to them. A good woman is not even gonna act like this. He acts like the bottom of the barrel woman. He act like the terrible, low value women that don't nobody want. That's what he act like. Yeah, Bruce wilding out. Buy fruit snacks. Buy fruit inside. Snack on that. That's what I do. Yeah, buy fruit. But look, I mean, and all the boxes is open. He not even like classy enough to maybe take it out of the boxes and maybe line them up together. He just throw the shit on top of the shelf and just grab them. I bet you 3-4 of them fall. He eat all of them. He's like, well, they fell. I don't feel like lifting my body back up to put it up there. I'm gonna just eat the ones that fell down. He one of them types. You could just tell.
Go on to the next thing. So just calm down.
I am a liar.
You brought
About
up
what? Okay.
You brought up the black box. You stated that the black box.
He got that blender up there that ain't been used for no fruit smoothies. That bitch just up there. That bitch collecting dust. That bitch probably don't even work no more.
In the description.
Technically, I brought up a description of the black
my
box.
goodness. Sir, calm down. Why do you keep
I never read it.
Why do you keep interrupting?
Because you keep
you keep interrupting.
You keep
are so
making up
rude.
things.
You have to calm down, Bruce. Stop it. You need to stop talking. It's not your turn now. Let me correct you. You're talking about a book you've never read. That makes you look like a fool. Number one. Number two, you're talking to the author of the book. As the person who wrote the book, I can verify to you that it does not say that, Bruce. Certainly not in the description. And mind you, you know who wrote the description for the black box? I wrote the description, Bruce. So what we see with people like you is that you're a liar. Will you admit that you are not qualified to claim that that book is about traditional women because you haven't even read the book? Can you at least concede that you're wrong there?
No, I never said it was about traditional women. I said in the description of the book, you said that women need to. Hold on, I'm finna pull it up,
Bruce,
and read it to you. I'm not just making this shit up.
Why do you keep cursing? I asked you before you came on to not curse.
I apologize for cursing. I give you that. I apologize for cursing.
Shout out to the gentleman. He writes, paying tuition, much love from Ireland. Shout out to the Irish, man. May also acknowledge Elevate Wisdom, writes, peace to the saints, tuition. Everyone smash the like button. Absolutely. May also acknowledge Ricky. He writes, stay away from people who are broken, ugly, prophetic as ever. Side note, support the training center. Absolutely. Okay, Bruce. So you're not going to be able to find that. So you probably should not waste our time because you can't find it. The book is not about gender relations, Bruce.
I never said it was about gender relations.
Yeah, I also wrote the book. So I know for a fact that that's not in there. So you're just wasting everyone's time.
Advanced Class Citizen C1B Super Chatted $10. This is a classic example of an hyper-feminine/emasculated male. Very emotionally unstable and hostile. Keep educating them and salute young brother.
Thank you for that $10 donation. And you know the worst part about this class, Citizen, that you just made me think about? You have a thing called the warrior class. And I didn't create that term. I heard that from the older generation. And the warrior class is my generation, the 20s. People who can still, people who can basically, fight for something, whatever it may be. Historically, most revolutions and most, things have been taken over, has been done by the younger generation, as far as maybe not have been the overseer, but of the actual revolution has been overtaken by the warrior class. And instead of us using the fire that we got for good, most of us use the fire that we got for evil or for negativity or for nothing. You know what I mean? I it's messed up too, because again, like, you get thrown in this bunch. Now, like I say, sometimes it's good sometimes you gotta get that energy. Sometimes you have to, but you have to know when to calm it down. You have to know when to cut it out. You have to know how to, use it when it's beneficial. And just the way that this young man communicate is you just talking, bro. This is the definition of you're just talking. And you see this so often in the younger generation. It's ridiculous. I mean, I deal with it all the time, my day and shit. I'll be talking to these dudes and I'm just like, dude, you just talking. Like, you're not even saying nothing. You just babbling at the mouth. Because you just have to, because you grew up in a household, you probably used to your mama doing that. And your father ain't nothing. Your father ain't teach you nothing. Thank you for the $10 donation again. But it's sad, man. It's sad.
Very strange to try to make commentary about a book you've never read. It just shows that you grew up in the Chat GPT era and you got a YouTube education. You're not a sincere person, nor are you very intelligent. Yet I will engage. You're not a sincere person, nor are you very intelligent. Yet I will engage you. So I'm clarifying for the audience that you are not a man who builds. And when I said, what have you built?
Is it delayed? Hold on real quick. It's like kind of.
You are not a man who builds. That's fine.
It's a little delayed. His mouth is not moving with the words. It's weird. It wasn't just doing that. I don't think so.
And when I said, what have you built? You said that you built a business. No, that's fine. I've built a lot of businesses myself. Those are mostly for me. When I say, what have you built? I'm saying, what have you built for other people, Bruce? Would you tell us about that?
I mean, I built a pretty good life for me and my lady.
And real quick, Bruce, can
We
you
have
go
a
somewhere
great
where we
family.
can see you? We can't see you, Bruce. Would you go
Is this
somewhere where we
better?
can see you? No, sir. Your face is you're frozen, Bruce.
I don't know what. Hold on, let me turn on the light in here.
Do you have a computer?
Oh, the video was like that? Okay, cool. I was just making sure it wasn't my stuff. Thank you.
I have a MacBook, but I never use it.
Does
I
it
gave
work?
it to my girl. Yeah,
Okay. So, are you able
I don't really
to?
have time to set it up because I'm really
You
supposed
don't
to be
have
on the road
time
right
to
now.
set it up. Understood. Extraordinary. Do you have a way to get your camera back working on your phone?
Is it not working? Hold on.
No, sir. It is not
I'm just
working.
using another tab, so it
Oh,
might
there
have.
you go.
Is it
Yeah.
working
So,
now?
yeah, if you try not to use the other tabs, that would be helpful for us.
Well, I'm
Now,
actually.
okay, I hear you, Bruce. So if you remove the other tabs, we'll be able to see you just fine. Thank you very much for that. Now, what have you built for other people, Bruce?
I mean, other than the life I built for me and my woman, I don't. I haven't found that community. I haven't found that community to build and invest with.
I understand, Bruce. Now, when you say that you have never built anything for anyone else, because when you say you and your lady, that's for you, my boy. Do you think it's fair?
Well, nah, it's for us.
One moment, because you answered the question and now I'm replying to you. Is it fair, you being a talker, to come to someone like me who has built things for other people, for the community? I'm actually doing the work, Bruce. Are we on the same level?
Hold on, you broke up a little bit in the beginning. Can you repeat that, the
I'll
beginning part?
summarize. I'll say
Okay.
you are a talker. You've done nothing for anyone except
Mhm.
yourself. I have done things for other people, people I don't share blood with, people I have no relation to. Is it fair and reasonable for someone like you, a talker, to come at me with criticism when you've done nothing?
I mean, what do you talk about done? Like you say you've done for people. Like I've technically done for other people, but
Okay, Bruce,
like
I'd like to check it
I
out.
haven't built any homes or anything, but
are there
like
any photos I could see? We don't even need a website. Are there any photos I could see of what you've done?
in terms of what?
What do you mean in terms of what? Why do you keep acting?
Great point, Leah. I didn't think about that till now. Great point, Leah. He said he owned a business. So if you own a business, I mean, unless it's you and you the only thing, like sole proprietor, or you work like that. If you own a business, there are things that you're doing for other people. You employ people. That would have been an example. So Leah made a great point. It's like if you own a business, then you employ people. You don't own a business and you have the ceilings that you have, and you have oatmeal cream pies at the top. Like I don't think you own a business at all.
Brainless,
You
Bruce.
keep
Thank you.
saying you keep saying what I've done, like what to help people. Like I've let people borrow money. I've looked out in certain ways. I can't really
Okay, Bruce. So
discuss.
here's the truth. Here's the truth, Bruce. You've done nothing. Why do you
Excuse me.
keep
Excuse me.
cursing? You agreed not to curse. You're a man with no integrity.
Do you
You
believe in the
can't keep up
nuclear
with the things
family,
that
bro?
you have no integrity. You have no integrity whatsoever. You're a liar.
Maybe
All you
to
do is
you.
lie.
I'm not a liar. I'm
Yes,
very
you are a
honest.
liar. You just made up lies about a book that I wrote as though I wasn't going to catch it. You're a liar. You have no integrity. You've done nothing for anybody.
I didn't
It's
lie
always
about it.
predictable. It's always predictable that it's you
I may have
guys.
misread. I'll
It's
give
you.
it to you. I may have misread.
You may have misread. Extraordinary.
But
You
I've
may
heard
have
you say
misread.
multiple times you believe in a nuclear family.
Bruce, you are a weak male, and because you're a weak male,
No, I'm not.
yes, you are a weak
I'm
male.
very strong. I am very
Bruce,
strong. You
Bruce,
crazy as hell.
Bruce. Let me ask you a real question. Let's see if you're honest. Here's another test of your
Just
honesty.
because I don't write a
One
best-selling book
second.
makes me a weak
One
man.
second, sir. 1 second, sir.
What is
1
that?
second.
What does that mean?
1 second, sir.
You can't hurt
Are
my
you-
feelings.
one
Which
moment.
is egotistical, whatever.
1 moment. 1 moment. Are you in good health?
Yeah. egotistical, whatever.
One moment. Are you in good health?
Yeah. Yes, I can jog a mile and a half easy. Now I'm a bigger person. I'm probably about 6'2", 260, but I mean,
Bro, that's not good health. 6'2", 260, and that's clearly not muscle. At my biggest weight, and I was a college athlete playing defensive end at a university, I was 270, but I'm also 6'5". So for you to be 260 at 6'3", and he probably lying about his height, and he probably lying about his weight. He probably not 260. He's probably closer to 275 where I was at, 270, 275. Like, that's not healthy. It's not like you have a... I was working out every day. I was a college athlete. I needed to be that big to play defensive end, play my position. So, like, no. I'm not that big no more. I'm like 225, 230 now. So, like, I've lost all that football weight. But, like, that's not healthy. You're not even you're not playing athlete. You're not an athlete on any type of high level. So, you just 260, 270, big for no reason. Come on, man. And then he said a mile and a half. I'll do a mile and a half for no problem. That's not.
At Nobler Avenue Super Chatted $22.22. Bruce will eventually put his woman on the live. The chat is about to go in. Gone. Everybody be great. 100 emojis.
You should never told me. That would have been a funny surprise. You can't spoiler alert on that, Noble. Thank you for the I told you this nigga out super YouTube. He knows stuff. He this nigga from the future. He already knows stuff that's finna happen. This nigga from the future, man. Thank you for the $22, fam. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the support. You should never told me, man. You giving spoiler alerts. I can only imagine what his woman look like. If he look like, I already know what his woman look like. But let's keep watching, man. He big and healthy. Like, no, just because the doctor didn't say that you finna die today or tomorrow, that don't mean you healthy. When you have an excess amount of weight on you, you are more inclined. You're more likely to have health defects over time. You hear people that say all the time, "Well, I'm big, but I'm healthy." Yeah, just because you don't have the disease now, don't mean you're not going to have the disease later. I've never seen an obese 60-year-old. I've never seen one. I've never seen an obese 60-year-old, 70-year-old, or 80-year-old. They're never obese. I'm just saying.
great shape.
You're in great shape.
Yeah, for my size, absolutely.
What do you mean for your size? You're 6'2".
Right.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I used to
What does
be-
that
I used
mean,
to
my
be a lot bigger.
size?
I'm a
So-
bigger person.
You're a bigger person. You're
You
using
have a slimmer
euphemism.
build.
You're using a euphemism. You're fat.
No.
This nigga work quick, man.
You're
You
using
have a slimmer
euphemism.
build.
You're using a euphemism. You're fat.
See the anger just boiling up inside of this nigga, bro.
I mean,
to
my
be a lot bigger.
size.
Oh, man.
I'm a
So-
bigger person.
You're a bigger person. You're
You
using
have a slimmer
euphemism.
build.
You're using a euphemism. You're fat.
No.
You're not a bigger person. Acting like we can't see you.
Hey, look.
Now let me.
Look. I want y'all to peep what he said, though. Peep what he said. Listen.
Your person. You're
You
using
have a slimmer
euphemism.
build.
You have a slimmer build. Are you crazy? It's not a slimmer build. He just doesn't overeat. He's not overeating. What are you talking about?
You're using a
Somebody said, Marquet sounds like you.
euphemism. You're fat.
No.
You're not a bigger person. Acting like we can't see you. Now let me tell you how foolish you are.
He just big bone. Like, bro, that's ridiculous, man. That's crazy.
When you say that I have a slim build, that's called working out. We're not talking about skeletal structure, sir. We're talking about you overeat. We can see it in your face. Your face is fat. Like, why are you
I do
playing
eat
games
great.
with us? Why are you playing games?
I do
No, you
eat
don't.
great.
No, you don't.
I eat great.
You eat a lot of refined sugars. You eat saturated
Just because I eat
fats.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You believe in white people culture, which is kissing behind. I
You're
don't
not a
kiss
man.
behind. I don't care
You're not
nothing
a
about
man.
you. I'm more of a man
You're
than
not a
you.
man. You'll
What are you
never
talking
be.
about?
You'll never be. You wouldn't
There's
even
all
make eye
kind of gay
contact
people
with
that
me.
make a lot of money. There's all
Wait,
kind of gay people
wait.
that make a lot of money.
You're
What are you
gay?
talking about?
You're
What?
gay? Come on,
No,
bro.
I'm talking about you.
You're
I never
gay?
seen you
That's
with
all
women.
good, man. That's all good, bro.
What?
Is your lady there? Is
She
your
right in
lady
his
there?
sleep.
Let me interview her real quick.
Say hey, baby.
Okay, so stuff all over the wall, no headboard. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Can
what
I
are you
interview
talking
her
about?
real
I live a
quick?
great life.
You
Beautiful.
live a great life.
No,
You don't
what
even
you
have
need
a
to interview my
headboard.
girl for?
You don't even have a headboard, Brody.
Thank you, Marquet. Exactly. Where's your headboard at, fam?
Headboard on your bed. What do you mean you have a great life? You don't have a headboard on your bed.
I live a great life.
You're living like a college kid, my boy. You have a popcorn ceiling. Stop it, please.
That's what it's called. Popcorn ceiling. I forgot what it's called. That's what it's called. A popcorn ceiling.
Please
A
stop.
popcorn ceiling?
Yeah, you have a popcorn ceiling. That's what you have. You don't know what that is?
That doesn't even look like popcorn.
This
Yeah,
nigga,
that's called a popcorn ceiling.
this nigga think this nigga so fat. This nigga heard popcorn and thought he was actually talking about real popcorn that you would eat. Nigga, a popcorn ceiling is what. And I couldn't think of what it was called. I had forgot what it was called because that's why I had said like the little crunchy ceiling. But it's called a popcorn ceiling. This nigga is so fat, he thought he was actually talking about the food on his ceiling. Are you crazy? It don't even look like popcorn. No, nigga, he didn't mean real popcorn. Come on, man. This nigga, where popcorn at? This fat nigga just hungry.
You don't have a headboard on your bed.
It's also called a stucco. I never heard of it called that, Mike. But yeah, whatever it's called.
My boy. And you're saying things that don't
Even
make
if I
any
didn't,
sense.
what does that matter?
Calm
An
down.
idiot.
Bruce, calm down.
You're really no different than Donald
idiots.
Trump.
Where did you go to college, genius? Where'd you go to college, Bruce?
Oh, I dropped out of
Oh, you
Georgia
dropped
Central
out.
State University.
Oh, you dropped
but, I mean,
out.
what does that mean?
Oh, I'm
He
sorry.
went to Central State. Did he say Central State? That's in Ohio. That's not too far from Cleveland. That's like 2 hours from Cleveland, I think.
Bill
Right.
Gates dropped.
If you dropped out of Central State, then you got a lot more issues because Central State is like one of the easiest colleges to graduate from. It's the HBCU, but Central State is a stupid. That's the easiest school to get into. Like Central State is easy as hell to get into.
out.
I'm surprised you dropped out. He dropped out
Bill
and became
Gates
a
dropped out.
billionaire. He dropped out and became a billionaire. What about you, Bruce?
And I dropped out and became a boss. So what? I
dropped
work
out
for
and became a
myself.
bum.
I
You
answer
dropped out
to
and
no
became a
one
bum.
but myself.
At Thysis Scrubs 215 super chatted $10. This man is lying to himself saying he's healthy, and he should not bring his girl on to help embarrass himself.
Yeah, this about to be bad, family. Thank you for the $10. Yeah, I could just. It's about to get worse and worse and worse, bro.
So you answer to those
Thank you for
people
the
in the
$10.
chat. You answer to you have to you ask for
Bruce, you're
handouts.
so angry.
What are you talking
You're
about? I've
so-
never asked nobody
you're
for
so
nothing. What are
angry,
you talking
Bruce.
about?
Bruce, why are you so angry?
No,
Will you-
man, bro,
will you admit-
you're not
real
gonna
quick,
sit here and try
Bruce,
to
would you-
belittle
will
me,
you admit that
especially
you're
when
a
I don't
fan?
even see you
You're a
as
fan,
anything better than
Bruce.
me.
You do. You're a fan. Why don't you just admit it? You told us everything about Marquet Devon Burton.
No.
You know what my
I'm
house
not a
is
fan.
called?
I
You
give
told me-
respect when I
you
don't
told me
know
every-
something.
Yes, you're
And
a
so
fan.
if I don't know something
Listen,
and I want to
hold on one
learn,
second.
I
You
listen
came
to
on,
people who
you
know
said-
that,
calm
who
down,
know what
calm
I
down.
want to learn.
Bruce, you came on. You
I
said,
randomly
Marquette,
came
your
across the
book-
videos. I
your
listened
book
for a
is
little
the black
bit,
box.
but then you started
live at Burton
sounding
Plantation.
stupid.
You're a fan. Stop lying, Bruce. You're a fan. You know my book. You know where I live. You know what kind of car I drive. You know what I
I've
believe
seen some of your
in. You're a
videos.
fan. You're a fan. So why lie? Why not just be honest?
I mean, I'm not
Be
lying.
honest. You're a fan, Bruce. You've never been a fan.
No. I'm a fan of certain people. Yeah, certain educated people, but
You never been a fan of mine.
Never call yourself
How
a
do you know all
fan of
those things
nobody.
listen,
about me?
Never ever call yourself a fan of nobody. A fan is short for fanatic. You should never be a fanatic over another man. You could be you could like and appreciate somebody's work or what they do. Don't ever label yourself as a fan. I'm not a fan of no man. Don't do that, fellas.
yeah, I put it like this.
How do you know all those things?
I put
about
it like
me?
this.
Bruce, how do you know all those things about me without being a fan?
'Cause they're in your
Consuming my
videos.
content? So you watch my videos?
Yeah, they're in your videos. I watched some of your
You watch
videos,
my
yeah, but I
videos,
stopped
yeah.
watching it.
You're
I
a
stopped
fan.
watching your videos
Bruce,
when
you're
you
a fan.
started speaking negatively
Bruce,
about Malcolm X.
You're a fan.
After that, I was like, yeah, you take ridiculous takes.
Bruce, you're a fan. And
Period.
the reason that the takes are ridiculous to you is because you're low IQ, but you won't admit it to yourself. Here, let me give you an example. Here it is. I'm gonna ask you this question, then we're gonna move on. Name 2 books that you read about Malcolm X that are not the autobiography of Malcolm X. Name 2 books you've read about Malcolm X that are not the
I can't, but-
autobiography of Malcolm X.
Who cares? I can't, but who cares?
I see. So you don't know anything. You've just been making
No,
up
but
things. based on
everything
your
in them
feelings.
same books I can watch in a 15-minute YouTube video.
Oh, so I was right when I said you went to YouTube University.
You got to do your own research, man. You can't just watch a video. I mean, yeah, videos can have facts. You can take information from it, but you got to do your own research. If everything is YouTube University, it's not like you learning how to fix a hole in the wall. You learning about history. And to really learn about history, to really learn it, like all the nuance, you got to do your own research when you talk about history. You have to. Because you got to understand that even if what you're hearing is the truth, you got to even like look it up. Stuff I say, man, y'all go look it up. See if I could be making stuff up. I mean, I don't, but I'm just saying, come on, man. That was a terrible way to answer that question. You should have just lied at that point, but then you were lying. You could have just capped at that point. He sound crazy.
You see what you don't realize.
But
right,
a lot
wow.
of educated
Low
people
IQ
on
people.
YouTube.
One second. Low IQ people like you won't admit to yourself
What
that you're
was
just
your
an average
IQ?
person.
I'll tell you my IQ. What was your IQ?
You don't know what your IQ is, Bruce. You don't even know.
No, I do know. I took
You
an
don't
IQ
know.
test.
No, you
Yes,
haven't, Bruce.
it's a
You went on the
116.
internet.
I've
You went
taken
on
3
the
of them. What are you
internet.
talking about?
Bruce, calm down. Why are you so
How are you
angry?
going to tell
You're very
me what I
emotional.
did?
What's your EQ,
Because
Bruce?
how are you going to tell me
Is
what
that
I
protein
did?
powder?
116 ain't that impressive. It ain't that impressive. And he's lying probably about that anyway. That's not that impressive.
Up there, you don't need protein, Bruce.
Yes.
You need low. You
But
need
you
lower
crazy as hell,
caloric
bro. I
intake.
put in work.
You need.
I
lower
put in work.
caloric
You talking
intake.
about boxing? I live in Georgia. Would you
live
like to meet
lower-
somewhere and do a round?
You-
Let's do
Uh-oh.
a 3-minute round.
We
Oh,
don't
I
do
will-
3-minute
man,
rounds
listen.
here. We do 4-minute rounds here, Bruce. That's number one.
Okay, we'll do a 4-minute
That's number
round.
one. Now, Bruce, I promise you, if you ever saw me in person, I highly encourage you to say, hey, man, I was on a live stream with you. I have an issue with you. And then just make sure that there's no cameras and we'll take care of it. Bruce, is not an issue at all. And I promise you, you'll see me outside. I'm always outside. I'll be easy to spot. I'll be in a custom suit.
Bro, we can
I'll be
meet
easy to
somewhere.
spot.
I
Stop with
have
the nonsense.
gloves. Do you have gloves?
You guys got to stop. I stopped setting up phase with you guys because you guys always cancel. You never show up. So I stopped it because you guys are
You
joking.
crazy as hell. I'm going to be there.
see, I need to stop taking it there with, because I had the feds call my phone because y'all see the video when the dude did all that stuff, tough talking to my DM. And as soon as we was finna take it to the next level, he called the police on me. So you know what? I need to stop telling dudes because they're gonna call the police on me. Once that dude called the police on me, I started to think twice about letting these people get me out of my hookup and being like, all right, bet, tap in with me about it. Y'all know the video I'm talking about when dude called the police, man. It's up on my channel. Yeah, man. I had the whole feds call my phone. Dude was on here talking crazy, talking about he wanted to pull up on me and link up with me. And then as soon as we start getting the link up stuff, this nigga called the police on me. They end up calling my phone, talking about am I crazy and am I trying to unalive myself or unalive somebody else? Like, this nigga called the police on me. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Maybe I need to stop. Because they don't never really tap in for real. They be scary as hell. They be scary as hell, man.
I live in Athens, Georgia. Do you live close to Athens, Georgia?
Please, Bruce, stop it. You're so angry you want to fight. I understand. And if you
No,
ever see
I'm
me,
not angry.
please ask
But
for
I'm
it.
not going
You're very
to.
mad.
I don't
You're
listen
very
to
mad.
anything.
Bruce,
And then
calm
especially
down.
when you try to tell
So
me about
you're
me.
trying to distract us.
How are you trying to tell me about me?
Because you are a person who knows nothing, but you're convinced that you know everything. You can't name 2 books that
No.
you've read on the topic,
I can
but you
admit I
think
know
that you
nothing.
the
But
topic.
everyone, there's a lot
Wait,
that everyone doesn't know.
One second. How
No
are
one
you
knows everything.
Bruce, how are you so confident about Malcolm X, but you've not read anything about Malcolm X? You haven't read any books. So you think a 15-minute video will make you better versed than I am if I've read about
But either way, I wasn't there.
Bruce, I'm asking you a
All of
question,
this
young
is
man.
through-
I'm asking you a
all of this
question,
is
young man.
through the witness
Bruce,
of other
shut
people.
up. Bruce, shut up. I'm asking you a question. Do you think that watching
Bro,
a
don't
15-minute
do that.
video...
Don't try to act all madness on
Bruce.
your little stream, bro.
Bruce.
Because like I said, we can meet up.
Bruce,
and we
you'll
can do a
never
round.
anything.
You
Bruce,
can,
you'll
but
never
just
do
put,
anything. You're scary, Bruce.
Put it on your
You're
channel.
not a man. Bruce, stop it with that. You'd never do that.
I will say this though, Marquet do box. He do box, and boxing is not about who big and strong. Boxing is about precision, accuracy, and endurance. Just is what it is. I'm just saying.
tomorrow. You want to do
Bruce, you're in
tomorrow?
Poverty, Bruce. You're
Okay,
in
listen. Whoa.
You're in
Let's
poverty, Bruce. Calm down.
Listen. Whoa.
Bruce, stop
Let's
it. Bruce,
listen.
Bruce,
Just
Bruce,
listen.
stop it.
Listen.
Stop it.
How about
Bruce, stop
this?
it. Bruce, stop it.
Are you an honest
Bruce,
man?
stop it.
Are you an honest
Bruce,
man? Just,
stop it.
please, give me 10
stop
seconds.
It, Bruce.
Give me 10 seconds.
Bruce, stop
Just give me
it.
10 seconds.
Stop it, Bruce.
Are you an honest man?
Stop it, Bruce.
I will cash out you
Bruce, stop
$100. And if I don't meet up with you tomorrow to put hands on you, you can keep it. Are you an honest man?
Okay.
I like
I'm not the
where
rest
you're
of
going
them.
here. Bruce, I like where you're going here. I like where you're going here. I'm banned from Cash App, and you know that because you're a fan.
I don't know that.
But I will take you up on that
It's
offer.
other Apple
Bruce,
Pay.
No, Venmo. Send your $100 on Venmo. If you don't meet up at the plantation tomorrow, I'll keep it. You got a deal. Got a deal. You have a deal. Send $100 on Venmo right now. If you don't come to the plantation tomorrow, I keep it. Go ahead, send it. And I'll be here.
I just want to say, either he tall as hell. He said he's 6'2". His ceilings are like embarrassingly low.
Have a deal. Send $100 on
I mean, the light is right there, dude.
Venmo right now. If you don't come to the
His ceilings is crazy low.
plantation tomorrow, I keep it. Go ahead, send it. And I'll be here. And it's a 4-minute round. And we're not doing just one round. We're doing 5 rounds. They're all 4 minutes.
That's hard as hell. I don't think people realize, for people who don't box or train. Some of y'all know I trained when I was in Pittsburgh. I trained when I was in Chicago. Shout out to my trainer, Don Nicholson. Shout out to Windy City Boxing Gym. I trained there for about maybe a year. I trained in Pittsburgh for about 6 months. A little bit over a year, actually, when I was at Windy City. Boxing is the hardest sport in the world, man. The endurance you need, especially for somebody that's my size, man, that's not easy, dude. It's not easy. I don't think people realize how tired you get, not even from throwing punches. It's just constant movement, constant movement, constant movement. You're going to get tired. Most people, when they box, they're going to get tired within 60 seconds. And at that point, it's over with. This is why Floyd was so good. Floyd he had more endurance than everybody, and he would just walk people down. I'm not about to try to knock you out for what? Why knock you out when I can just make it easier on myself? Less likely for me to get hit, focus on defense, and just pitter patter you into the end and just tire you out. Why box you for real? You know what I'm saying? Why try to fight you for real? Why try to knock you out? So yeah, them hands drop when you quick. Exactly. Your hands drop, you start to get undisciplined. You start to throw stuff that you don't throw. You start to not do the training that we're trained, and that's how people get knocked out. So yeah, I don't think people realize how tired you get in boxing. Wrestling is harder. Wrestling is just as bad as far as their endurance, but the difference why I say boxing is harder is because the prolonged neurological issues that happen with wrestling that with boxing that doesn't happen in wrestling. Wrestling is not a gladiator sport like boxing is. Boxing, they're trying to kill each other. Boxing is not even a sport. If we're gonna keep it 100, I don't even like calling it a sport. They're actively trying to kill each other with their fists. Same with UFC or cage fight. I'm sorry. Wrestling is not necessarily like, I need to try to break your limbs and break your bones, and I need to actually like put you to sleep. It's a little bit different. So, but wrestling endurance though, I'll give you that. Wrestling endurance is crazy. They crazy when it comes to that. But yeah.
Lamb Chop, do you have a Venmo? Yeah, I banned on Venmo. I got Cash App and Apple Pay.
That's really funny. When I take up your offer, all of a sudden you can't do it. Shocking.
No, I said Cash App. That was the first thing I said,
okay,
Cash
bro.
App.
Listen, Bruce, we all know you're a fan, and you know I don't have Cash App. Everybody knows I've been banned from Cash App.
I don't know that much.
You're a
I just
fan.
see your random
You're a fan
videos.
and you're playing games. You're a fan and you're playing games. It's okay, man. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't want to fight you anyway, so it's okay, Bruce. Don't worry about it. But I tell you, if you ever see me in Georgia,
It's a gentleman's disagreement. Listen, bro, I don't really have any problem with you. I wish you the best in life.
No, you
I have
don't.
no hatred
You don't.
towards you.
You don't wish me the best, and you're extremely jealous.
Yeah.
Bruce. You don't wish me the
I
best.
do.
And you're
How you gonna
extremely
tell me I
jealous.
don't wish? I wish everyone the best. Why would I
No,
go
you
around
don't.
hating
You're a
people?
liar.
I treat people
You're a
how I
liar.
want to be treated.
I'll tell you why you hate
How am I a
people.
liar?
I'll tell you why you hate people. You
No,
hate people.
I love people.
I'll tell you why
That's
you
the
hate
problem.
me.
Your ego
you hate me.
tells
you hate
what
me
to
because I
say.
have a chiseled jaw. You hate me because I have a chiseled
No,
jaw,
what?
and you don't have a jawline.
I don't get from you. From my homie who watches you. What are you talking about?
So your friend's also a fan. You're a fan, and your friend's a fan. I appreciate it. Tell him I said.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah, he does. Yeah, he was talking like you have some sort of retreat.
You're a fan too.
And
You're a fan
whatnot.
too, Bruce.
Not really. I respect when
you
people
are.
can, teach. I respect when people can teach.
You're
I
a
will
liar.
say that.
You're a
But
liar. You're a liar,
Like,
Bruce.
I don't
You gotta
need
stop
to
lying.
consume your content.
You're a liar.
Like, if you were
Bruce.
banned from everything,
Bruce,
like a lot
you're
of
a
these
liar.
people, they're losers.
Bruce,
If you were banned
Bruce,
from everything,
stop lying. You're
they
a
would
liar,
cry.
Bruce.
They would
Bruce,
cry and be like, "Oh man,
Bruce,
who's gonna check?"
Bruce,
They're way more
Bruce.
educated people than you. You
You're a
feel me?
liar. You're a
He got a fat nigga name too, Bruce. That's a like if your name is Bruce, you gotta be a bigger dude. Like you gotta at least be over 250 for your name to be Bruce.
liar, Bruce. You gotta stop with that. You're a liar. You're a liar.
No, I'm not a liar.
Anyways, Bruce, check this out. You're a beta male. Let me explain what that means to you. Let me explain.
Here we go. So you don't even want to get to the
Calm
original
down.
topic.
Calm down.
You have
Calm down,
nothing
Bruce.
to talk about.
Bruce,
You're
calm
upset.
down. I
This
hear
is
you,
starting
Bruce.
to be a waste of time.
All right, just calm down, Bruce.
This is starting to be a waste of time.
You gotta stop talking. You're inferior, and because you're inferior, you hate men like me who are superior because I have all the things
I don't
you would
care.
want.
You don't have
stop
anything for
okay,
real.
I got you. Just stop talking though, real quick. You'll get a chance. You'll get.
I'm not going to sit here and let you belittle
All right,
me,
bro. You're
when you're
you
not
act like
talking
a
about
woman.
nothing.
You don't
Okay.
act like a woman. You take
Do you
turns
believe
talking
in the nuclear family? Do you
calm
believe in
down,
traditional women?
Bruce,
If not,
Bruce,
we can end.
Bruce, you got to take turns talking. You got to take turns. You can't keep interrupting every time you get emotional. Okay. So Bruce, it's not your turn right now. Just shut up. And then when I finish talking, I'm going to let you talk. Okay. And I'm not going to interrupt you. All right. So let me just explain why you feel the way you feel. You see, you can't get your choice of women. I can. So you have to be nice to women and you have to make deals with women. So you let them talk to you crazy.
Hold on, what is on this stove?
You have to make deals with women. So
I thought it was food in the thing.
you let them talk to you crazy. You let them behave crazy and you go halfsies. You're like, oh, we're equal. So you are the guy who
You're a
bends over
clown.
for them. Again,
I
you're so
see now. You're
emotional.
really a
You're
clown.
so emotional. You're so emotional. I got to keep muting this guy. He's so emotional. And that's the mark of the truth. The truth, it stings. The truth cuts. And that's why he has to keep interrupting. If I was saying things that are completely ludicrous, he could just be quiet and listen. He just be quiet and listen. But instead, look at this guy. He looks completely psychotic. He doesn't know how to stop talking. It's just mental, this guy. Mental. Oh my God, look at those braids. Hey, Bruce, can you ask your old lady to braid you back up? Are those braids or dreads?
What does it have to do with anything?
Are those? Well, you won't let me make any
Are we
arguments
gonna
'cause you
debate?
keep interrupting.
Every person that comes up here is beneath me.
Calm down.
They
Yes,
don't
you
have
are
a
beneath me.
best-selling book.
Bruce,
What
you
does
are
that
beneath
mean?
me.
There
I
are
never said it
clowns
was
with
best-selling.
best-selling books.
It is true. It is true. It is a best-selling book. I never said that, but you said that. I appreciate you. It is a best-selling book, ladies and gentlemen.
It
It's
is.
best-selling in two
Yeah,
categories.
that is factual.
actually.
It is.
I appreciate that.
Cool.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Bruce. But what I'm asking you, Bruce, I just want to see if you'll tell the truth.
Now
on
you make it
anything.
jog longer.
I want to see if there's anything you'll tell the truth on, Bruce. If we were boxing, 4-minute round, and we did 5 4-minute rounds, you think you'd win that?
I could probably maybe go a round and a half, but it wouldn't probably last. If we're in a ring,
Whenever you hear most men speak about their fighting skills, they always exaggerate it. Unless you're training consistently, you're not going to be able to go a round and a half. You'll probably go a quarter of a round before you tire out. Most people that understand boxing, you're going to go a quarter of a round. So if it's 4-minute rounds, after 1 minute, you're going to be exhausted. After 2 minutes, you're going to be completely exhausted. And after 3 minutes, you're probably going to get your ass knocked out. It just is what it is. Especially when you're going against somebody that actually knows how to fight, that's going to piece you up, that know how to quick and move, stick and move. You're going to get tired if you're not training consistently. Boxing is going to drain it's going to test you mentally, and it's going to drain you. It's going to drain your stamina out. It just is what it is. I give him 1 minute max. I will give him 2 minutes before he start like a breathing heavy. 2 minutes and it's over with, man. 2 minutes and it's over with. It just is what it is.
where you can't run around.
Facts. I used to box as a kid and can play the long game because I always trained my cardio. As a 28-year-old man, I got to rebuild my cardio from the ground up. It ain't hard. You 28, you got time. 3 minutes in a moment feel like 3 hours, and 1 minute for a break feels like 1 second. Literally, it go by like that. You ain't lying, boy. You're not lying.
Oh yeah, but see, I kickbox. So if we were in a real
We're
fighting
not
situation,
talking
we wouldn't
about
be able to move.
kickboxing, Bruce. Stop running,
talking about
Bruce.
fighting in general.
Bruce, pay attention. We're talking
Boxing,
about
listen,
boxing,
there is no
Bruce.
boxer that can
Oh
call
my
themselves
goodness.
the greatest fighter. So in the
Calm
terms
down,
of
Bruce.
fighting, boxing is actually
Bruce,
lower on the list.
focus, Bruce, focus. Just stop
You're
lying,
talking about
dude.
cardio. Who
Just
cares?
talk about what we're talking about, Bruce. Stop running.
Who's lying?
Stop running,
Oh, you said
Bruce.
running. I'm sorry, I
What are we
misheard you. I
talking
misheard
about?
you.
What are we talking about, Bruce?
You were talking about boxing, and that's cool.
Okay,
you may
now
have
why are
better
you
cardio
talking
than me,
about?
but in
Why are
a
you
real
talking
fighting
about
situation,
kickboxing?
it's not going to last 20
Bruce,
minutes.
pay attention. We're talking about boxing, so why are you talking about something else? Do you have any honor as a man? Do you have any honor?
What does this have
We're
to do with
talking
honor? I
about
have plenty of
boxing.
honor.
Great. We're talking about boxing. Now answer the question, Bruce. Stop going to something else. Answer the question.
Okay, so let me explain. When you brought up boxing, I know you're going to relate that to cardio. But in a real fighting situation, I am not going to fight anyone for
We're
20
talking about
minutes.
boxing, Bruce. Stop it.
What
Stop running.
fight
Be a
lasts
man,
20
Bruce.
minutes?
Bruce, be a man.
What about it? Who can I
We're
just said?
talking
I
about
literally
boxing.
said I wouldn't last a round and a half. That was the
Then
first
stop
sentence
there.
I said.
Then stop
I
there,
admit it.
Bruce. That's
Cool.
your answer. Stop
What does
there.
that have to do, though?
Stop being a woman and trying to make it. Just stop there.
I just know where you're going. You're very easy.
Yeah, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Marquet patience is just ridiculously on another level. Because some of y'all already know how I am. I would have been, bro would have been gone, or we would have been already set something up to link. I ain't finna do all that rapping. Especially how he talking crap. He talk, man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't have the patience. I would have been already like, hey, look, what you trying to do? I ain't finna fuck the live, fuck YouTube, nigga. Tap in. He got a different level of patience than me, man. I just can't. I'm not there yet, y'all. I'm just not there yet. I don't know what it is, but I would have been just the patience. Nah, he getting bread for this video though, so I guess he's thinking of it strategically because he know he gonna whoop dude. So at this point, Marquette just like, I'm gonna just go ahead and just mess with him just so I can get some money because Buddy a goofy and just make him an example. That's exactly what he did. He made an example of him, and it sucks that he of my generation. But me personally, y'all already know how I am. You either gonna get on, you trying to link up, all right, bye, get on then. Or we gonna have to tap in. You feel me? You gonna have to drop low. We gonna have to tap in, get whatever you trying to do. I just ain't got the patience. So Marquette got an impeccable level of patience than me. I can't do it.
To read.
Sweet.
He just getting. I don't blame him though. I don't blame him. You might as well. You came up on you come up on my platform, and I'm gonna just toy with you at the end of the day. At that point, I'm gonna just toy with you. So I don't blame him. I probably would have did the same thing. Not in this situation, but like in the other situations where my mindset may be different, I'm gonna toy with you too. I ain't mad at it.
So sweet,
You are very
Bruce.
easy to. I'm not.
Bruce, you're so sweet. You communicate like a woman.
Self-projecting.
You can't give a brief
Self-projecting.
answer. You're so sweet, Bruce. You're so sweet.
No, I give context with my
Now-
answers.
Now let me ask you this, Bruce. Since you are not my inferior, would you tell us what have you done that makes you matter in the world? Like what are your accomplishments and all that stuff, Bruce? Since you matter in the world. It might be easy if you
to be
just think of
honest
the
with you-
awards. Just think of the awards you've won.
No,
That's
because
a good way
see,
to think of it.
the
Just think of your
awards I won,
awards. Yeah, just tell
But
us what
that-
your awards are.
that's human construct. Like I can understand, like,
Wait,
okay, I never
that's a
came up. I
human-
never
wait, hold on.
came up.
You said that's a
I never
human
came up with a
construct?
vaccine.
Wait, hold on one second.
I
That's
never
a human
came up
construct?
awards. Yes, awards. Yes. Now I
So
never
what are
came
you
up
talking
with a
about?
vaccine.
Alien constructs? You got alien constructs? Like what the hell? What are you talking about, Bruce?
No, there is things that actually
human
improve the
construct?
lives of people greatly, but those are very few and far between. Everything else is just mainly grasp of people's attention.
Right, Dims.
Like technically, your book is grasping people's attention. You didn't solve no cancer.
Wait, did you read my book?
You're not an open heart
Wait,
surgery.
1 second. Did you
and
read my book?
I'm not one of those
Real
people
quick.
either. Well, I mean, technically,
Buddy, did you read my book? 1 second. Did you read my book?
We already established I haven't read the
Right.
book.
Okay, so then shut up because you don't know. Stop speaking about things you're ignorant about, Bruce. You don't know the impact of my book. You've not read it. You've not read it. Talk about things you know, Bruce.
I mean, I don't think it's that great. Technically, you are right about that, but I don't.
Wait, you said you don't think
What
my
revolutions
book
have
is
you
that-
started? What revolutions has your book
hold
started?
Hold on 1 second, Bruce. Hold on 1 second. You said you don't think my
Who
book is
grew
that
to
great.
such lengths
Real
because
quick,
of your
I'm just
book?
asking. 1 second, Bruce. You said you don't
Technically,
think my
you're
book is,
right, but
Hold on 1 second, Bruce. Did you just say you don't think my book
I
is
don't
that
need
good?
self-help.
That's
Your
fine,
book to me
Bruce. I'm
sounds more
asking
like
you.
self-help,
I'm just
red
asking
pill.
you, Bruce, are those little Debbie
What is the
snack
evidence?
cakes- Are those little
What?
Debbie snack cakes in the back?
Yeah, my girl loves them. No, I got Nation Valley. Bro, we're in World War
Oh
III.
my goodness, boy.
I stocked up
My
on everything. We're in World War
You are
III. You may have a
tripping. You
bunker.
are
I
tripping.
don't.
You're
Okay, if you was trying to stock up on food, why wouldn't you stock up on long-term non-perishables? That your stock up on food was oatmeal cream pies, not long-term non-perishables like canned foods that's gonna last 10, 15 years from now. You decided to go with oatmeal cream pies. If you generally believe that there was some apocalypse coming, or he said World War III, why would you stock up on Little Debbie snacks? That's like the worst thing you could stock up on outside of like fresh food. Is this crazy? Yeah, rice, canned goods, dry beans. He said, forget all that. Oatmeal cream pies and honey buns. Like, what?
tripping.
No.
Okay, but
No.
real quick, you said
Maybe
something
this
that
is
was
a
really
life you're not
important.
used to.
Bruce,
That's cool.
One
but
moment.
I don't care.
You said something, Bruce. You said something that's really important. You said
Okay.
that my book is not that good. And that's an extraordinary statement because A, you've not read my book.
Nigga said you only live once. Hey, that nigga said YOLO.
And
Y'all, I can't look at the chat because y'all be making me laugh too much, man. I'm trying to stay focused and stop pausing, but my chat is hilarious, bro. Y'all niggas gotta chill. Oh,
And then
man.
B, my book is a bestseller in
What
two
revolutions
categories.
has it caused?
Hold on one second, sir. My book is a bestseller in two categories, self-published. That means I competed against the big guys, okay? And that was my first book I ever published. So when you have a book that's bestseller in two categories, self-published, going against big publishing houses, and it's all 5-star reviews and they're verified by Amazon, for you to sit here not having read the book and say it's not that good of a book, you must admit this reveals that you're not exercising integrity. Can you admit that you're dead wrong there?
I say that from a perspective of I don't. It seems like a self-help book. I don't need self-help. I haven't read it. I don't know how good the book is.
And we all can use self-help to an extent. I feel like ain't nobody perfect.
Bruce.
But did it cause
That's
any
fine.
revolution?
Bruce, that's fine that you haven't read it. That's okay. There are other people who've not read it. So how can you say that it's not that good? Like, why would you say such a thing?
It's an opinion.
But how,
you just
how
gave
can
your
you have,
opinion
Bruce,
of me
real quick,
paying women.
one
You
second,
just
Bruce.
gave your opinion
Bruce,
of me
one
paying
moment,
women
sir.
and giving being
moment,
inferior.
sir.
So how are you
Bruce,
going to say
one
how dare
moment.
I have an opinion?
Bruce, one moment. How can you say your opinion on a book that you have not read, Bruce? How can you give an opinion on
Because
a book
I
that
can.
you've not read? Okay. And that level of stubbornness that you're exhibiting right there, that is woman. That is woman. That is
No.
woman. You know, and we
No.
mentioned Kevin Samuels earlier. It said sign language, shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. You're displaying the need to be right. You're dead wrong.
No,
Everyone can see that
I
you're
don't
wrong.
need to be right.
And you feel like you need to be right. And it's sad, Bruce. It's really sad to see such a thing.
But, and another thing I've noticed, I've listened to people who
very
read
sad,
regularly. None of them have brought up your book. Yet again, this is self-help. This is good for people who don't have their life in order. Regardless
Bruce,
of what you think about these little Debbies and all that, I have my life in order.
Bruce, do you have your life in order?
Those dudes probably live with their grandmas and all that. They work at some factory, miserable.
Bruce, I don't believe that you have your life in order, and I don't believe you're doing well. I believe that I'm about to predict your life. You live in an apartment that you don't own. Correct or incorrect?
I rent an apartment, so what?
So you're saying, Marquet, you're right. Marquet, you looked at me and you read me. You live in an apartment that you don't own. You're portraying yourself as more together than you are. You have your lady on a bed with no headboard. Your life is not together. Any woman worth her salt.
I broke my last headboard. Who cares?
Bruce, you got to lay off the little Debbie the little Debbie.
No, bro, my girl loves these, and I get them too.
Those.
Who cares?
And your lady, does she have children? You have children with her?
Yes, we have a child. Yes.
You have one child. Are you stepdad to any children?
No.
Okay, very good, Bruce. So you have one child, and your lady has a diet with Little Debbie snack cakes. You see, that's the kind of thing that when she
And she
eats that
ate
while
salmon last
pregnant-
night. So
No,
what?
that's okay. That's okay, Bruce. That's okay, Bruce. So when she eats those kinds of foods while pregnant, that's going to adversely affect the IQ and development of your child, and also muscle
Actually,
development.
no.
When you have,
So we've had the
really.
child, and actually,
really.
when
One
women
second,
are
Bruce.
lactating, they
One second.
tell them
One
to
moment,
eat
sir.
oatmeal.
One second, sir.
Like that's
And-
literally
calm
what
down,
the
calm
doctor
down.
said.
That's okay.
Even if that was true, oatmeal, like natural, organic oatmeal, compared to Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies, it's not the same thing. That's not the same thing, young one. It just ain't. Boy, oh boy.
So when you have a high sugar and high
Breastfeed.
caffeine diet, no, when there's a high sugar, high caffeine diet, that's not very good for the child. And yeah, okay.
Man, what the fuck? Man, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, I don't want to, man. Okay, I'm gonna just skip that because I didn't even know what it. I thought, I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was that asshole at first, and I don't want YouTube to strike it, so I'm gonna just go ahead and skip that. We ain't even finna.
With love, that's a problem. You need to change your life.
It depends. In the survival
you need
situation, this is
priorities.
calories.
You need priorities, Bruce. And so what I'm telling
I
you is
have
that your
priorities.
priority, no, you need priorities. And what I'm telling you is that your priority should not be to come online and
Yeah, man, you seen the line? Like this nigga had a C-section. What the?
have debates with people who look better than you, people who earn better than you, people who have a higher quality of life, people who have a superior diet, people who have superior IQ, and across the board are outperforming you.
You never even said what
'Cause
your
that's
IQ was.
jealousy. That's jealousy, Bruce.
It's not
It's
jealousy.
Yes, you're a jealous
How can
person,
you-
Bruce.
Do you believe in?
You're a jealous person,
Back
Bruce.
to the question. We done talked for an hour. And do you believe in a nuclear family or not? Because we could have been into this conversation. None of this affects me. You feel what I'm saying? I came here because
No, it does.
I
That's
was
why
talking
you're
about
here. That's why you're here,
strength
Bruce.
of women.
That's what I always tell people. The reason we have to inspect the speaker is because no one does anything without motivation. And your motivation is the fact that you look at me and my lifestyle and you're angered and perplexed. Well, how can he have it his way? How can he have multiple wives? And you know that you could never do it. So you want to tear that down because you know as a beta male that if
I've
an
never
alpha
seen
male,
you with a woman.
One second, young
Beta
man,
male.
one second.
I own my own.
Beta male,
Fool.
calm down. 1 second, beta male. You know that if I monopolize females and people follow my way and men who are capable like me monopolize females, you'll be left with nothing. That's why you don't.
What
That's
are you
why you're
talking about?
angry.
How I
you don't
be
want to be
left
left
with
with
nothing?
nothing.
I
You'll be left
had
with
beautiful
nothing.
women way before I even knew who you
You'll
were.
be
What are
left
you
with
talking
nothing.
about?
And it also lets me know that you're a man.
So
of
why
low morals.
why am I
1
not
second,
left with
1
nothing
second.
then?
You're
Why
a
am I
man
not left with nothing since
young
you're just
man.
this good monopolizer?
1 moment, sir.
You're talking about
know-
stuff you haven't even done.
You have to calm down. I can't reply to you unless you stop talking. So when you talk about
Bro, you just talk out of your behind.
You gotta stop. You have to
You're
stop, my
tush.
dear boy. You have to stop. Stop talking. Okay, thank you, Bruce.
This has just been a cross-examination of me.
The reason that
Do you
we
believe in a
know-
nuclear family?
Bruce.
Yes or no?
Bruce, I honestly believe that your lady would rather have me than you. I honestly believe it. I really do.
God no.
If you
Are
would
you
hand her the
serious?
phone,
God
real quick,
no.
my dear boy, if you would hand her the phone for 20 minutes, I promise you I could pull off a miracle. Give her the phone.
You want a
Just
number?
Give her the phone. No, I'll talk to her right now. I'll talk to her right now on video. Give her the phone.
Why would you offer for another man to have your girl's number? But I don't. That's just the young-minded, just man.
Walk out of the room. Give us 20 minutes. Just give her the phone. Let's see what happens. Just give her the phone.
I want him to say something that is like to help himself. He not like, why would you give another nigga the opportunity to get your woman's number?
You scared? I'd be scared. I'm pretty good.
I don't
I'd be
really have
scared.
20 minutes.
You don't need 20 minutes.
Scared
'cause
of what?
giving
You're
her
a
the phone.
loser. You can
You're
never
giving her the
compete with
phone.
me.
You're giving her the
You
phone.
can never compete with me.
Bruce, you don't believe that. Nobody believes that. Bruce, just give her the phone.
You
Give me
can
20
never.
minutes. Bruce, give her the phone. Give her
Here,
20
I'm
minutes.
ready to grab my son.
Bro wearing pink sweatpants in the middle of the day. It's extraordinary.
Because I'm a motherfucking.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Give me my son. I'll let you talk to her. You got 10 minutes.
I said I need a twin, but I'll take 10. I'll take 10. How are you,
Hello.
man?
Good.
The fact that he even gave him to give his woman the phone, like, you don't have to prove no, like, bro. Y'all young guys is lost, bro. Oh my goodness. And if it don't apply to you, let it fly, young boys. I know it's not all y'all. And I mean, I'm 28. I ain't too far off from as far as age, but like, dude, I would never put my woman on the forefront. I would never give another man the opportunity to talk to my woman in no capacity. I don't like, what is wrong with you guys, man? You niggas is lost, man. Pure weakness in our generation. I'm glad you seeing it, Quan. For all the young boys in your 20s, man, this is a prime example of like what you don't do, bro. Everybody that watch my content that's at my age range, man, this is why we need to like stay together. This is why we need to be around each other and hold each other accountable and make sure we operate accordingly. Because these examples is exactly what I mean when I talk about. Y'all gotta realize, for the young guys that watch this stuff, like us, bro, we are rare. We are rare in our generation. All of the things you could be doing right now, but we watching this, and it's entertaining, it's funny, but it's an eye-opening thing that we watching just to see like how the majority of us act. It's crazy, bro. So it's good to be on the other side of it, but it sucks because it's only gonna get worse. So the only thing we can do to change this, we gotta make sure that we don't instill this type of behavior into our children. You feel me? It's crazy. It's wild, dude.
Okay. I need to know when he's out of the room because I need to have a private conversation with you. You're about to educate us.
I'm curious how this about to go.
Are we in private yet?
Are we in private? I wish a nigga would tell my ladies we in private. What? And I ain't even mad at Marquet. It's bro. Like, is you crazy?
Okay. Why does that young man not like me? What have I done to him?
I don't know you personally. I don't watch you or anything else like that. But what I'm hearing is he feels like y'all's values don't align. And you are someone that you allow people on your streams to debate you, correct?
That's right.
Okay. And
Well, at least she's well spoken. She's not. Well, I think at least she's well spoken. You know, I'm saying that's at least she can, you know, speak English.
that's what he wants to do. He's a very passionate person.
He might as well ask her what she wearing. What color panties she got on at this point.
Yeah, he just doesn't agree with you all's values because he asked, do you believe in traditional women? Pretty much.
You're not traditional?
I'm a stay-at-home mom, so in a sense, I am traditional.
Okay. So what's not traditional about you that makes him feel the need to debate me about women not being traditional?
Well, he said that you have recently said that you believe that women should stay in the kitchen.
I actually never said that. At the beginning, you would have heard him. He wasn't able to identify me having said that. I did not say that.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I was taking care of my son, so I wasn't aware of
Fair
that.
enough. Yes. So, but I did say a good place for women is at home. Is that where you spend most of your time?
I am at home, yes. However, women are allowed to have
Nope.
careers.
I gave you enough time. You couldn't do it in 2 minutes. You ain't got no game.
No, I wasn't spinning game. I was learning a little bit about your experience. Is there a reason that you been so aggressive? Are you scared?
I'm not really aggressive. I am defensive.
aggressive?
I'm not aggressive.
And he felt that he felt that insecurity. He like, look, why you give her the phone in the first place, dude? The buddy a goofy, man. Little dude a goofy.
Like I said, I don't have any problem with you. Even listen,
But why?
we could go tomorrow, beat the mess out of each other, and I'll shake your hand, walk away. No problem. I don't have any hate.
Yes,
I didn't
you do.
get this far by having hate. No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I
have
love
that.
everyone. I love everyone that's not a
Would
sick
you
person.
mind? would you mind? I was actually really enjoying the conversation. I felt like we were getting somewhere because we were having a dialogue. Like I wasn't interrupting her. She wasn't interrupting me. Do you mind?
You
if we
weren't
continue
treating
the
her like you were
dialogue?
treating me. You weren't treating her like you were treating me.
This nigga sound like a bitter ex. You wasn't treating her like he's cheating me. You sound like a girl, nigga.
Do you mind?
You didn't look at her and say, see, your problem is
Sir.
you're a beta. You talk to her like
Sir.
a normal person. You
Sir.
talk to me like I'm one of them inferior people that watch your channel.
You treat me like all them other bitches. Like you sound like a girl, dude.
Sir, do you mind if I continue the conversation? You said 10 minutes. That was certainly not 10 minutes. So are you going to go against your word again? I mean, it's kind of hard to be a man of your
Bro,
word.
I don't
when
owe
keep
you
lying.
nothing.
I
I don't
say
owe you nothing. You want to sit here and
Sir,
talk to my girl? Like, what are you talking about?
One moment. I didn't say you owe
You gave her the phone, bro. Like what you mean?
me. I'm just saying, why
Can
not
we
keep
have-
your word? You
Can we
said
have
10
it? Okay.
Hold on, sir. You said 10 minutes, and then you didn't give it 10 minutes. You said 10. So all I'm saying is, like, why not keep your word? That's a good point, right? I could see you. You're like, damn, the nigga right. I did say 10 minutes. So why don't you just keep your
I mean,
word,
not
sir,
even that. I
as
just
a
don't
man?
have the time.
I don't
I got
need
really
you to have the
supposed to
time
have-
because I'm talking to your wife. I'm not talking to you.
But this is my phone.
You
I
can't
have
go
to
on
take
about
my
what you
phone
gotta
with
do.
me for business.
Take her phone. She gonna be at home. Take her phone. You got the number. Take her phone. You said 10 minutes. Like you don't know how to estimate time. You said 10 minutes.
Are we going to have the debate about traditional women or not?
Why
Because it sounded like
do
you were going to have a
why'd
debate
you
with
lie?
her.
Bruce. No, I was not
Why'd I
debating
lie about
her.
what?
We were having a discussion. I was not debating her. I was learning more. And I actually found it to be quite enlightening. She seems like a nice lady. I'm just politely asking if you
Yeah, she's great.
I
Yeah,
agree.
My
And
wife is great.
Yes, sir. And I'm asking if you would be polite enough to honor what you said as a man. That's all I'm asking you to be a man, is all I'm asking.
I am a man, regardless of what you say.
It's not
I
about
see
what
where you're
say.
going with
It's
this, though.
it's about what you said. I'm just saying keep your word as a man. You said 10 minutes. That's not what I said. That's what you said as a man. Are you going to keep your word, sir?
Well, as it turns out, things have come up. I do not have 10 minutes.
Okay.
But hey, she has a YouTube
And-
channel.
And
You could
I
you could
want
invite her on.
I want everyone to know that this is exactly what I'm talking about. When I say beta male, I'm talking about those who are not really men. We say a man of his word. That means if you say something, you deliver on what you said. It wouldn't have been fair of me if I said, hey, people can come on and debate me. And then when you try to come on, I don't let you come on. I deliver on my word as a man. People can trust me. I'm reliable.
Bro,
Whether
I've
I
given
like
you more than enough of my time, and we've gotten
interrupting
nowhere.
me. You're interrupting me. Whether I like you or don't like you, I honor people. If I say, hey, if you send in your super chat, $20 or above, I'll read it. Even if it's negative, I'll still read it. When you do this kind of behavior, you are the kind of human that upsets the society because you don't have integrity. You're not trustworthy. You're a liar. You're a liar.
You keep saying the same things, and
Were
they're all
you
wrong.
scared? Were you scared about something that might happen during that conversation?
No,
Well, if you
I just
were
don't
not
have 10
scared,
minutes.
that's not.
I
true.
came
Why
here
do-
for
why
one
do you con-
purpose.
Why do you continue lying? Anyways,
About what? About what?
anyways, what argument would you like to make? I'm going to give you time to make your argument. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to give you a minute to make your argument. I'm going to listen.
It's
to
one
you,
question.
and I'm not going to argue with you. So I'm asking you to make your argument, not to ask me a question, but to make your argument. Then I will
My argument is the question. Well, okay, no. My question, because hey, now I've admit maybe I misread, but do you believe in traditional women or not? Do you believe that the society should be ran off the nuclear family?
I believe that men are the leaders in the society. Men are above women in hierarchy, and
understand
women
what you're
should get with a man that they are happy to submit to.
I agree with that.
I mean,
And I don't think Marquet think this either, but I don't think all men are meant to lead. I think some men are meant to be the followers. Some men are meant to be eradicated. Honestly, I think sometimes it's just being people DNA. They just come from their family lineage, they tree. Some men are just not built like every man is not just up here because he a man and he got a penis. Like, nah, some of you dudes is completely just, you need to be beheaded publicly, and you should be made an example of. You should be eradicated. Real, like, just is what it is.
I could argue that I don't believe men are the better leaders. And I mean, the examples are right there in our own government. Yes, but
Well, I mean, if that's your example, that would just turn into what you disagree or agree with, because there's some people that agree with what's happening in the government. There's some people that disagree with what's happening in the government. Now, I would disagree with what's happening in the government, but even at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that means men aren't the better leaders. That would mean that you giving an anecdotal example. So you're speaking on a minority situation. I mean, even if you look at presidents, like, most men haven't been the president. Most men have just been able to lead their families or lead some type of something they have going on locally, but that would be the best example, even though that's the most powerful position. But we know, like, even, I mean, the whole government is compromised. I don't vote because the person that they're going to put in there, they already made the decision a long damn time ago. They know exactly what's going on. And even the president, like, they don't really run society. I'm not saying they have zero power, but the president is not the person that's running the American society. The American society is being ran by something else that we can't say on YouTube. So, I mean, that's not really a good example, but hey.
Why
there's
why
not.
why do you want a woman to lead you?
Well, men are more emotional. Men commit like over 90% of all the violent crimes. What violent crime is done not out of emotion? Statistically, you are, if I remember correctly, statistically, you are more likely to have a success, well, to have less.
Okay, he talked too damn much. He don't even know what he's saying. Most violent crime is done by men, but that's not because men are more emotional. That's because men can generate more force, more power, and more destruction because there's a biological difference between men and women. So even when we speak about, uh, interracial crime, whether that be domestic violence, whether that be, homicide, there's been a lot of situations where a woman has tried to put her hands on a man or tried to unalive a man, but couldn't because she cannot generate the force and the power to do so. Also, if you want to speak about it statistically, men are less likely to report. Men are less likely to report things like sexual assault. Men are less likely to report things like domestic violence. Number one, because again, women cannot generate as much force. But number two, there's a social construct to it as well, because it's like you telling on a woman. You know what I'm saying? You look weak, you look soft. So that whole point is not a logical point. If you put me in a room with 10 average women, put me, myself, in a room with 10 average women, I'm going to beat all of their asses by myself. Why? Because at the end of the day, it will probably take closer to 20 women to take me down. And even then, I would bet on myself. So it just is what it is. Somebody in the comments said it's called testosterone. Exactly. So I'm able to generate more force. Come on now. I mean, that's common sense.
Why I say this?
So I just want to
Less.
clarify. Is your woman the leader in your relationship?
No,
You just said women are better leaders, so why not
but
just
you
let her
said lead
lead you?
society. I'm pretty sure. Did you not say?
I'm guessing that it's much easier to lead a family than to lead society. So what I'm asking you is,
But I mean, honestly, it's not
let
like
your wife lead you.
when I say she's not, that doesn't mean she doesn't have a say. Like everything I do, of course, she has a say
I
in
did
all of
not
it, of
ask you
course.
that, sir. I'm saying,
But
why not let her lead the family if women are better leaders?
I think a family needs both parts equally. Like it's not what is leading, like
Did you ask me what is leading? Is that what you just
like
asked
in
me?
the terms of a family. Because okay, so say something happens. Say I'm the main breadwinner, right? Say something happens. Say if I say something messed up online, I get arrested. So now my wife's supposed to fall apart.
I don't
Nah, it
understand
takes
how
both
that's.
people. You have
I
to
don't.
run a household. Both
I do
people
not
have to know
believe
how to
that
do
that is
everything needed
related.
to run a household. If my wife is tired, I might have to cook. That's okay.
You cook in your household.
I love to cook. I love to grill.
You love to eat as well, so I'm not surprised. So that makes sense.
I eat
Okay, very
great.
good.
Love it.
You don't eat great. You eat a lot. There's a difference.
I
I
eat great.
eat great.
I
No,
don't
I
eat a
eat
lot.
great. You eat a lot. I eat great. Now,
I
They
don't eat a lot.
funny as hell.
that's okay. So it seems as though you're contradicting yourself. You see, you claimed before that women are better
Okay.
leaders than men. And I said, well, if they're better leaders, why not allow her to lead your family? Then you went into your tap dancing and claimed that you guys should be 50-50, which is bizarre. And then what's more,
Yeah, when you said
just
leaders,
hold
I
on,
mean,
sir.
I'm thinking
Hold
about
on, sir.
positions
Hold
of
on. Hold
leadership.
on. Hold on. Hold on. What's more, to make it worse, after we had already agreed that we have a common definition of leadership, you then said, well, what is a leader? Which shows me that you are a devil whose only aim is
No,
to confuse.
like in
Why would
terms
you
of a
say that?
family.
We'd already agreed on leadership
When
because you've
stuff
been
happens in
answering
family,
questions.
someone
You've
else is
been
supposed to
answering
pick up the
questions.
slack. No. You're not understanding what I'm saying. In a family, what is it? If
What are the
something happens to the
chances?
mother, guess
What are
what?
the
Then the
chances that
grandmother
I
steps
don't
in.
understand you?
If something happens to the father, maybe the uncle steps in.
What are
Like
you
family
talking about?
is a
What are you
community.
talking about? Yes, but that's
You were
not
talking about
leadership.
leading in a household. Everyone needs to be able to do what they need to do. Period.
Yes,
Maybe some households, maybe
this
some
is
households
silliness.
function as one person doing everything. But
No,
usually,
that's
those
not what
traditional women,
leadership
when they
is.
get
It
left
shows
with
that
people,
you don't understand the concept of leadership, or your emotions are stopping you.
no, I said leading in a
Hold on
family.
one moment, sir. Let me help you with an understanding. You are suggesting that leadership is to do everything. Leadership is actually quite the opposite. Leadership is to make sure that everything gets done. So what you have reduced it to is servitude. And it shows that you're clearly not a leader, because how could you be if you don't understand leadership? And furthermore, you're not a reliable person
But
because
what do
you're
you
too
mean reduce it to
emotional.
servitude?
You're too emotional. So your woman
What do
can't
you mean
rely on
reduce it
you.
to servitude?
Your woman can't rely on you because you're likely to
That's another
crash
lie.
out. You're likely to
No,
crash out. You are. You're
no.
likely to
How's that?
crash out. You're a crash out.
How am I?
You can't even, sir, during this conversation, we saw everything we need to know about your character. Number one, you kept cursing after you agreed not to curse. Number two, you could not yield the floor to engage in dialogue because you're overly emotional. And number three, every time you were caught red-handed in a lie, you refused to concede the point. And number four, you said that you let me speak to your wife for 10 minutes. And then after 2 minutes, as a beta male, you felt uncomfortable with her talking to a real man. So you had to take the phone.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes, we all saw it. You can't
Just
deny it.
because you
We all
say
saw
something
it.
doesn't make it true.
We
You
all
keep
saw
talking
it.
about lying. Okay, yeah, I took the phone because I
Yeah,
just
you lied.
don't have
You lied.
time. I've given
But
you an hour of my time.
it's been 10 minutes since then, so you did have time. You lied. Got him. Got him.
No, I asked if we were
Got
actually
him,
going to
coach.
debate the topic.
Coach,
Now,
I
when you
got
were
him.
talking about
Got
no,
him, coach. Coach,
Can I
I got
respond?
him.
Can I
Got him,
respond?
coach. Got him, coach.
Can I respond?
You
Now,
can
when
only
you said
respond with
made
lies.
leadership servitude, what did you mean by that?
I was
You
referring
making
to what
leadership servitude,
I
because when you're
was
talking about who is,
referring. You just asked me a question, so you'll have to stop
Yes.
talking for me to answer. You started identifying that if one person is leading in the family, then they'll have to do all of these different jobs within the domestic situation. And then I pointed out to you that that's servitude. That's not leadership. Leaders don't do everything. They make sure everything gets done. That's what lets me know you're not running a real business, because you'd understand that already.
yeah, but even then, if it's oversight, you're just finding two different ways to say one thing. Yeah, like, of course, one person is not going to do everything. What works is one, other than, technology. One person can run a pretty decent sized technology corporation by themselves. But What
That's like the worst example he could have gave, because I do know, I think Marquet ran like a tech company before, like a while ago. I think that's where like he initially started. He ran like a tech business. So that's probably the worst example, because if anybody would know, it would be him, because he ran a tech company.
is done with
That's
one
not true,
person?
sir. That's not true, sir. Can I ask you a fair question, Bruce? I just want to see how deluded you are.
There are plenty of people who've made
we're
apps
both
and sold
you
them.
and I are both in Georgia, right? And it's nearly
Yes.
2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Georgia.
150. Yes.
Right. I said nearly 2 p.m.
But can I finish what I was saying though?
One moment.
Because you were talking about I made leadership servitude.
I hear you,
Any
Bruce.
any real job,
Bruce,
if
I'm
you are
asking
a
you this.
manager and there's someone not there to do it, you are supposed to do it.
No, sir. That's incorrect, and that lets me know that
That
you've
is
never been
absolutely
high up
correct.
in a company.
Any
No, I'll
restaurant,
give you an example. I'll give you an
anywhere.
example. You're thinking as a peon, talking about a
No, you're going to
restaurant.
give me an example of
Extraordinary.
one company.
Extraordinary.
I can give you an
So-
example of 10 companies.
When you're in a company that is sophisticated and you have experts, you have people who have skill sets that you don't have. That's why you hired them. So, for example, in any of my tech businesses, if my CFO, whether we're talking about the chief financial officer or if my chief technology officer, if either of them were not going to do their job, I couldn't step in and do their job because I don't have the requisite skill set. That's why I pay them the big bucks. So you, sir, are wrong, and you clearly lack experience in business. You use the example of a restaurant because you like to eat, and that's a place that you're familiar with. But there are many types of businesses beside the ones that fill your stomach. Now, let me ask you this question, my dear boy. Let's see how deluded you are. If you and I were standing right now, you just took Marquet Devon Burton and then we took Bruce and we lined us up next to each other and we brought by 100 women. Do you think the majority of the women, based on how you look right now and how I look right now, we're both on the Eastern Standard Time Zone, who do you think most of the women would go for, you or me?
What does that mean? Like, what does that matter?
Okay.
What does that have to do with leadership?
I'm not asking what it matters. I'm just asking you to see.
Because I mean,
how
to be
deluded you may
truthfully,
be.
I know where this is going. I would say me, and then you say, well, you're delusional. But I
Okay,
pull
I just want to repeat
gorgeous.
what you said. That's fine. I just want to repeat what you said, sir. So you're saying if I or you and I were lined up right next to each other and 100 women were paraded by and they get to pick which man they'd prefer, you believe that
What you
in
said
the
right
current
now?
sir, if you'd be kind enough to track the speaker. We're both on the East Coast. We're both in the same time zone. It's about 2 p.m.
What?
So I
Me
say,
wearing what I'm wearing right now.
you're in your home. Listen, I'm in my home. You're in your home. It's 2 p.m. at your home. It's 2 p.m. at my home. We found each other in the same situation. It's not like I'm in Egypt in a different time zone about to go to bed, or I'm in California just waking up. So what I'm asking you is to not try to confuse everyone. I'm saying if we took myself right now and took you and lined us up next to each other, we paraded by 100 women. Do you think that more women would select you or would select me?
Dog got the fly traps here. I didn't even. Yeah, it's definitely poverty stricken. Do y'all see the fly trap in the house? That's crazy. Yeah, you poverty stricken for sure.
I don't have on decent attire. So I'm like wearing house clothes. But man, if I put that stuff on, bro, man, listen.
The fact that you got to base it off of a tire is crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You can get some women and some jogging pants, a white t-shirt, and some slides. If you got it like that, you don't need to have no suit and tie. I mean, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that, but your attire shouldn't be the thing that's finna get you women. Like, well, if she sees like dress her in expensive outfits, then I'm gonna be able to get the woman. You want the woman that's gonna be cool with you wearing whatever. And if you really got, like I said, you got sauce, t-shirt, you could be going on a jog, t-shirt, running shoes, and some shorts, and you're gonna be able to bag any joint that you want. Just saying.
Did you hear the
Stop it.
question, sir? Did you hear the question, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Women often elaborate unnecessarily. They're very verbose. So I'm asking you as a man. I gave
I
you the
don't know any
scenario
women like
I gave you the scenario 3 times, sir. Would more women choose you or would more women choose me, sir?
I'll say you. I'll just say you.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you being honest. It took everything to pull it out of you. Now, Bruce, you're not totally lost. Bruce, I just want to tell you this, and this is important for the peoples who want to advance. Sometimes jealousy creeps up on you, but I want you to know that you don't have to be jealous of me, Bruce, because I'm not your enemy. I've not tried to hurt you. I never will try to hurt you. I don't have any problem with you, Bruce. And what's more,
I don't have any problem with you.
Sir, that's not true. You came on here specifically.
I don't have any problem with you,
Bruce.
I came to debate the importance of women. I never called you out your name,
Bruce. You came on here specifically to disagree.
People who debate don't have to be jealous of each other.
That's correct, but in your case, it roots from jealousy.
It doesn't root from no jealousy.
I'll tell you why, Bruce. Let's say that you came on here to debate me. You said, "Hey, Marquet, I disagree with your idea that women are under men." And then say I asked you the same question under this new identity where you're a productive man. And I said, well, you believe in that. And you say, yes, I do believe in it. I believe in it strongly. I said, well, what have you done? And you say, Marquet, I have an organization that does this, or I donate to this cause. I forward this idea that I say I believe in. You see, then
I've donated to plenty of causes.
Sir,
I don't know.
Don't interrupt me, sir. I'm explaining something to you.
Oh, God.
Then I would say, okay, you're coming here on the basis of real values and principles that you truly believe in, and you're trying to forward a meaningful cause. That's why you're here. But you, sir, have done nothing at all. So you're coming here to argue against a person. You're not trying to forward a movement. In my case, when I say that I believe in a certain structure of society or of a family, these are things that I'm actually building in real life. Part of the reason I did not get to go to sleep last night because I'm working intently on it. You're not arguing against my thinking. You're arguing against me as a man and what I represent versus what you are. I yield the floor to you, sir.
No, that's definitely not true. But what does this keep having to do with you? Like, I'm not understanding. You keep saying this is me lying or me being jealous of you. Why do you keep bringing that up? We've established that's not the case.
We have not established that that's not the case.
I have established it. I don't know why you haven't established it.
No, sir.
I am actually a very honest person. Like, if I said I misspoke, I don't know what I read earlier about the black box to make me think that.
You said you're an honest person. You've made
don't get
every
to talk
effort.
about the doggone 10 minutes.
You've made every effort
Listen.
to. 1 second, Bruce.
Why would I? I don't
hold on
listen.
One moment, Bruce. You just claim to be an honest person. We're not blind, nor are we deaf. You've made every effort to try to minimize true accomplishment. You came on here and you brought up, Marquette, you have a best-selling book. And then you took a beeline from that and said, it's not that good. Your book's not that good. Well, only jealousy would cause someone to tell such a fib. I mean, it's extraordinary, really, when the data indicates that it's a good book, but you, who have not read the book, say it's not a good book. That, my friend, is called jealousy. Let me expound upon that. There is no. Hold on 1 second, sir.
From what I know, a lot of people now today don't read. So if only 10,000 books get sold and you sold 9,000 of them, that may be a best-selling, but I don't know. I don't know the statistics of book selling to know if it's like the same as being a best-selling author in the 80s or the 90s. Like, did you sell 20 million copies? I don't know. What? I can't say. I haven't heard anyone saying this book right here is what led the revolution of this country. Not saying nothing against your book. It's great. I am happy for your success. I have no problem with your success. No, you're not. But everything is like, oh, you're just jealous. I'm not jealous of you.
You are jealous.
I hope right now you go close a $20 billion deal and do something. Since you help people, you take that money and you help people. I don't care.
You're a liar, Bruce.
I don't care.
So you're telling me that you came on here, you brought up my book, you lied about the contents of my book, you admitted it's a best-selling book, and then I
misread the description.
Sir, you admitted that you never read. 1 second. You admitted that you never read the book and then said it's probably not that good, but you're not a jealous person?
No, because you keep trying to get this whole, like, you keep trying to submit people to your will. I'm not finna kiss your ass. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That doesn't mean I need to kiss your ass.
I did not ask for that. All I asked for, Bruce, all I asked for, and this is all I ever asked for, Bruce, I just asked for people to respect that which is respectable. When someone writes a best-selling book, you need to respect it, Bruce, because that's respectable. That's why we have the measures, my dear boy. All I'm asking is for that simple thing. And you reveal yourself to be a hater when you could say, Marquet, you know what? God damn it.
I mean, no, but
Hold on one second, young man. Hold on one second, young man. One moment, young man. One moment, young man. One moment, young man.
I don't know.
One moment, young man. You might take the position and say, you know what, Marquet? I never wrote a book. That's on my bucket list. I admire that. Forget the fact that it was a bestseller in 2 categories. I just admire that you did it. Or, hey, black man, you wrote a book and it's doing well. I'm happy for you. You see, here's the difference, my dear boy. You'll often hear me be very complimentary. Why? Because I'm confident in myself, and that allows me to love other people sincerely. It allows me, it empowers me to be sincerely happy for them because I've accomplished enough. I don't have any shame about what I'm doing, so I can truly be thankful and impressed with other people. I can be proud of them. So you default to negativity because you are what I always tell people to avoid. I say avoid people who are broke and ugly, and you're both, respectfully.
No.
Yeah,
I may not be the richest person, but I have 2 savings accounts. Yeah, no,
Bro, what? This is literally like, I ain't gonna fake, man. This like talking to a little kid, dude. Like, I'm trying to follow him because I'm really trying to peep like his argument, but like I can't even follow him. He sound like a last kid. Like you, like I don't even know what he's talking about. What is you talking about? I have 2 savings accounts. What? Both of them bitches can have nothing in them just because you got them. Like, oh, dude, you did, buddy, a goofy. I swear.
My boy,
you can think whatever you want about
He
this.
a whole goofy.
my dear boy,
but
it's not about having a
it's not-
savings
yeah,
account.
no.
It's not about having a savings account. It's about what's in the account.
Now, I'll
Exactly.
admit,
And then number 2,
Like, what?
there are
it's as clear as day.
rooms
that
in
you're
my
jealous.
business.
It's clear as day.
I know
that
I'm
you're
not jealous. I'm not jealous. I'm not starting a hate Marquet campaign.
Well,
Like,
no,
I don't
you don't
care.
have to
I
start
want
it.
the
It's
best for
already
you.
going. You're joining.
That's the thing. He making himself look worse and worse and worse because he trying to find a win at any point. This whole conversation is not getting nowhere, and he getting. I mean, clearly it's an intellectual. It's not a. It's an intellectual ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? But he's so egotistical that he can't just sit there and just say, you know what? Let me go ahead and get off of here. He has to prove the point to the stream, I guess Marquette, and to himself that he has to leave on some type of graceful way where he feel like he won. So, but the problem is when you're dealing with somebody that's a lot more intelligent than you are, you're gonna make yourself look worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And it's like you go gambling and you lose money, and it's like, all right, I gotta get my money back. You lose more money. All right, I'm gonna get it back. You lose more money. I gotta get it back. You wake up and you could have lost $300 and left, but you done lost $3,000 because you have to try to get that win back. You can't just say, you know what, I just gotta leave. It's the same type of thing. It's like you addicted to it. You get addicted to trying to prove a point. This is like when clearly, you know what, that behavior correlates to his body type. He's a morbidly obese, and that's not me trying to joke on him or bully him. It's just me being honest. He's morbidly obese. And you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. You can't stop yourself. It's the same concept. So how you do one thing is almost always how you do everything. And you've seen that real time right now. It's too much pride. Exactly. Pride cometh before the fall. Yep.
You're joining it.
I'm not joining nothing. I'm joining the group of being a great father and expounding upon my business. That's all I'm doing.
Sir, you're not a great father. You eat Little Debbie snack cakes and you eat Cinnamon Toast
I am a great
Crunch.
father. What are you talking about?
Impossible. It's impossible. Because
It's not impossible. You're an idiot.
You're allowing people in your household to poison themselves under your watch. So you're not a great father, sir. You're an average father is what you are. And you just have to be real about that. You're an average father, my dear.
No, you talk out of your behind so much, and you just believe this. It's narcissistic. It's just narcissistic rambling.
So you're telling me
You're telling me
that
every
if I'm critical
every
of
father
you,
that bought
if I'm
a
critical
box of
of you,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is a bad father. Do you even have kids?
you're telling me that because I'm
Do you
critical
have
of you,
kids?
sir, stop running. Stop running. You're telling me that because I'm critical of you that I'm a narcissist. That doesn't make sense. So no one
everything
can
you say
judge
takes
you.
place to you.
No one can judge you.
Everything. I'm over here trying to talk about women's rights, and you're talking about me being jealous. What does that have to do with anything?
You don't
I didn't come
believe
over
in
here and say
anything.
I have more than you. I'm
You
writing a
don't-
book right now that's going to be
you
better than
don't-
yours. I didn't say any of that. What are you
Honestly,
talking about?
that's not possible for you. But if you did, I'd be happy for you. You can't.
It's definitely possible for me.
No, it's not. You don't have the intellect.
Do you have a doctor's degree?
You don't
There's
have the
3 people in
intellect.
my family with doctor's degree.
Do you have one?
I just didn't go to college.
Do you have a doctorate?
No, I don't. No, I do
okay.
not.
Well, let's talk about you then. And in my book, I talk about that kind of argument. I say when people cannot defeat you, they have to talk about your circumstances. Or in your case, you have to talk about your circumstances.
That's what you've been doing the whole time.
3 people around me got
That's what
doctorate degree. Great. Do you have a doctorate
That's just
degree?
what you've been talking.
Do you have
the
a
whole
doctorate
time
degree?
about my circumstances? Listen, my
those, my
circumstances
boy,
is a happy black man.
No, those are not your
Them is my
circumstances.
circumstances.
That's a
You're trying to make me a
representation of you.
jealous liar.
That's
the
a
jealous
representation of
liar.
you. That's not circumstance. That's you.
A happy black man, yeah, sure.
That's you, my boy. Give me a second. Let me acknowledge some of the folks supporting the work. Shout out to Royal. I also acknowledge No Fugazi Podcast. Shout out to my boy. And this man gets a lot of hate because he's tall and good looking and he still got his hair. So I know they really hate this nigga. He writes, when bruh said popcorn ceiling, the ancestors cried. Piece of the things I'm trying to tell you, but he trying to act like he didn't know what I was talking about. Crazy. Elevate Wisdom writes, as someone who is reading
It
the
doesn't
black
look like popcorn. I've never
my dear
heard
boy,
of it.
silence. As someone who is reading the black box, it's a great read. Recommend you read it, Bruce. Okay, so there's someone who's actually read it. Shout out to Jabrizi, my boy. He writes, he said, if I put that extra, read all about it shirt on, man. Listen. And let me also acknowledge the folks coming in via Venmo. Shout out to Xavier. He writes, dude came here to White Knight. That reminds me, he got the light blue KILL Simps hoodie restocked in size 3XL. Let me set this aside so the team can look into this. Sorry to hear that is sold out. Sorry and happy at the same time. Shout out to the folks who get the merch. I also acknowledge via Venmo. Shout out to Ramon. He writes, this dude said you have bad takes just to come on and give bad takes that are also lies. Peace to the saints, bro. I'm trying to tell you, babe. It's madness. Shout out to Kenton. He writes, peace to the saints. Bruce's friends set him up. They knew his emotional self would make good content for clips. And I thank you. Do forward my thanks. Shout out to Michael. He writes, Bruce appears to be emotional, possibly due to the excess body fat and low testosterone levels. Oh, indeed. That's going to take down the testosterone, all that fat tissue.
None of them have girlfriends.
He writes, Bruce is a grown man asking another grown man if he wants to wrestle. Nasty work. I'm trying to tell you, man. That boy be humping each other. It's crazy. Shout out to Carter. He writes, peace of the saints. I'm 6'3", and the highest I ever have been is 230 pounds. I felt like a slob. 260 is ridiculously obese. Based on his face, I'd bet my life he's heavier than 260. Shout out to Carter. He writes, oh, man.
That was the life.
Shout out to Carter. He writes, we can also observe the young man's dark and dirty lips that tell he can't put down the black and milds. A fat, stinky little fella. I also acknowledge Nathan. He writes, Bruce has been hiding report cards his whole life. Peace to the saints.
All this is coming from people who pay a motherfucker to talk about nothing.
Cursing? You're still cursing. So
Clown.
do you have any integrity? Do you have any integrity? Bruce, do you have any integrity? You never keep your word.
Yeah, I have more integrity than you.
You've done nothing for anyone. You can't even get a headboard for your old lady's bed, my boy.
No, I've
that's
done
bad.
plenty
And that's
for
how,
people.
No, really.
But
that's how I
if
know
we're
that
talking
you're,
about like
no,
borrowing money or donating to
real
causes,
quick, my boy.
I've done plenty of that. I haven't built any houses. See, me, I think in the...
That's how I know your old lady needs a real man, because she want to live comfortable. You hear me? Chicks don't want to live uncomfortable. You ain't even got a headboard on your bed, my boy. You really messing up. Shout out to my boy TK Kirkland. Who raised you? Bro,
a doctor,
you got to get your life together.
My life is together.
I want to interview this doctor. I want to interview this doctor. I swear. What are they a doctor
she will
of?
Cook you.
What are they a doctor of? Can you set that
She's
up?
a principal.
Hey, this boy ain't got a headboard on his bed. Now he gave a phone to his old lady. The nigga got a headboard on his bed. That's like when you getting slayed in college. You hear me? You should show up to the nigga dorm. What kind of stuff is that? What's wrong with these people?
Who are you
Boy
even
ain't got
talking
a
to?
headboard on his bed. The nigga ain't got a headboard. Oh my God. Women want to be comfortable, right?
She's very comfortable.
She's not comfortable. She'd be way more comfortable here. She'd be way more comfortable. I promise you. She'd be way more
You're a
comfortable
clown.
here. No, really, she would. She would. You said you live in
No,
Georgia.
really.
Let her come for a weekend.
Somebody said, "Yo, aunt, what's worse, fat people with confidence or liberal white women?" Liberal white women.
No.
Let her come for a weekend. Yeah, why not?
What?
Let her come down for a weekend.
Then just start projecting.
No,
You
really.
start
I'll
projecting.
tell you this.
Beta
Not-
matters.
I
What
have a-
dude?
Bruce, check this out. Let's do this. It'd be like a nice little staycation. So I got a flat in Miami, right? So how about we do this, Bruce? When I fly down to Miami, let your lady come on down, hang out with my lady at the Burton Plantation, and just let her
You have
feel
a woman?
let her feel what it feels like to live good. You know what I'm saying? She ain't
We
gonna
live
never be
great.
the same after. She ain't gonna never be the same. You can touch your ceilings, Bruce. You can touch your ceilings. You're not living great. You can touch your ceilings. Come on. Let's be
So
real.
what?
That means you're
I'm
broke.
living great. What are you talking
Honestly,
about?
Bruce, honestly, if you can touch your ceilings, you're broke. It's just a fact. I'm sorry.
No.
No, you
Definitely
can touch your
not true.
ceiling. Bruce, touch your ceiling real quick. Just do
Dude,
it.
I
It's
know
right there.
someone who is a
Bruce,
millionaire
real quick.
that
Just
lives
touch
in
your
a
ceiling.
trailer.
Bruce, just touch your ceiling real quick, please. I just want
For
everybody
what?
to see. Just touch your ceiling. Just one
I'm not
time.
your do boy.
Just touch your ceiling, Bruce. We can tell
No.
that your home is
Rub
very
your head.
small. It's very small.
Hold up
I'll
your
make you a
head.
deal. I'll make you a deal. I'll rub the baldy if you touch your ceiling. Just touch your ceiling. I'll rub the baldy.
Dude, you're hilarious.
Just touch the ceiling real quick. I'm gonna rub the baldy. You got a deal.
Bruh,
You got
you're
a deal.
hilarious.
You got a deal, Bruce. Oh, you don't want to ever take the deal.
That's a nice watch. What kind of watch is that?
Yeah, this is an MDB label watch. Go to
That was
mdblabel.com. It is very nice. It is very nice. Gold on gold, canary diamonds is quite nice indeed. Yes, indeed. mdblabel.com.
What's that about? 10 grand?
No, sir. No, sir. Anyways, touch your ceiling real quick. Just touch your ceiling.
That's the thing, bro. I'm not one of these do boys in the chat, bro.
Just touch your ceiling.
That's why I don't respond to you.
Bruce,
like I
touch
have
your
inner
ceiling.
monologues in my mind.
Bruce,
that,
touch
you
your
know,
ceiling. Has your inner monologue ever
get-
told you to get braided up again? Like get some fresh braids. Has your inner monologue been like, Bruce, get braided up again?
Well, see, I didn't wrap my hair, which was my fault. I got these maybe a week ago. So when you don't put something on it and you go to sleep, it just
Yeah.
frizzes up. But
I
this
hear
is new growth. So I have to wait for this to
New
lock. It's
growth.
got to stay for
That's
3
new
weeks.
growth. Interesting, Bruce.
But that's how
Since we're
jazz
ta-
works.
Since
Of course,
we're
you don't
talking
know
about
anything about-
watches, like what's your watch looking like? Since we're talking about watches,
I mean, I got two. To be honest with you, not the most expensive watches. One of them's like
okay.
$250. The other one's like $600. The one that was $600, I got for a gift. I didn't.
Got you. You see me, I don't really talk about the prices of things. You know what's more interesting
I'm
to
just
me,
honest.
Bruce? Yeah, no, I hear you, Bruce. What's more interesting to me, Bruce, and this is I teach product-based business. You see, here's the difference between you and I, Bruce.
This
That-
was $250.
Very nice, Bruce. That hoodie you're wearing, who makes that?
Oh, bro, I got this on the clearance sale. I paid
I didn't ask where
$15.
you, I didn't ask where you got it. I said, who makes it?
I don't know.
Very good. Yeah, but you don't is the important part. So, for example, if you look at this fine dress shirt right here, blue linen with the blue buttons on it, the extra tall collar, I produce that. You look at this fine blazer, I produce that. You look at this watch here, I produce that.
You stitched that together?
Everything. No. See, I taught you about leadership earlier. Now let me teach you something. I taught you about leadership. I lead the company that produces it. See, that's that. There you go. Because a leader doesn't have to do everything. I don't have time.
What's
or
the name of the
interest.
company?
I don't have time or interest to be a seamstress, Bruce. I told you the name of the company.
What's the name of the company?
It's mdblabel.com. Log in, boss up. Now that you know
MDB
that,
label.
Bruce, MDB label. Yes, sir. So the difference is that you, sir, are profiting strangers. Me, I deal in businesses that I produce product or people that I know produce product or people that I've taught produce product. You see, I've made millionaires. You, sir, you're not a contribution. You're a weight to society in a literal sense and as well otherwise. You're a weight to society, Bruce. You see, everything about me, you try to pick out things that's never going to work. You're like, what kind of watch is that? It's a watch that I made and designed and owned the company.
I'm not trying to pick stuff. I asked you a simple question.
Well, stay focused, Bruce. Stay focused. So, being that you don't feel strongly enough about what you say you believe in to actually do anything, why try to challenge someone like me who's actually doing it? Why challenge it? Why challenge it?
Do you define as doing? Because you brought up like investing. I've invested in tons of fundraisers. I think last year I've at least $3,000 I've donated to different causes. So if you're just talking about like, I thought you meant doing the real heavy work, like getting construction companies. Like when
I don't believe you, Bruce, because
you keep talking about I haven't done anything. I mean, for one,
you haven't.
I fixed air conditioners. People need air conditioners, you know.
Yeah,
well, because
have you ever
this society,
Bruce, that's your business.
Because
Bruce. That's your business.
What?
Stop playing games with us, Bruce. We're not dumb. Don't play games with us.
Yeah,
man.
but it doesn't matter. Like servicing people is servicing people. It's
no,
contributing
sir.
to society.
Making money off of people is not the same thing as philanthropy, Bruce. You're a liar.
No. I wasn't saying.
Anyways,
I wasn't saying being an HVAC.
Shout out to Salah. Comes in with a
community,
bowler alert
I do
via
my
PayPal.
part. You need
He
plumbers.
writes, peace to the saints. My serious apology, Saint. When I didn't hear from you,
Yeah, like I said, man, I wouldn't be able to do it, man. This talk too much for me. I can't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it.
thought the live stream wasn't happening anymore. I'm joining the link now. Fair enough. Totally understand. And let me add the gentleman on. Shout out to the first baller alert. Actually, I think it's the second baller alert today. I'm going to check on that. Peace to the saints. See, this is a good looking, productive black man right here. How are you?
I am amazing, Said. How are you?
I'm well. I just want to give an example to the people watching. This gentleman, you see, here's the difference. You got one guy who's neat, one guy whose teeth are white, one guy who's in a place that looks like somewhere you want to be. Then you got the other guy whose teeth are no, sir. No, sir.
My teeth are definitely white. Yes, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah. Them probably veneers.
No, sir.
These homegrown.
Them motherfuckers definitely came from the home. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So
And it be, you know what, sir, whoever you are, I'm not even going to insult you because of this person. That's he makes his life living off of trying to insult people he feels
can't
inferior.
insult him. I
won't say anything negative towards you.
Right.
I wish you the best. I hope your business is doing great. But this dude, he's just a clown.
There's a lot of things about Saints that you may have misunderstood for sure. I think you really haven't tapped into the ism because he's completely something different than what you think. Like, Saint is truly a good person. I can tell you that for certain. Like, he is not what you were proclaiming him to be. When he was
someone who constantly insults people.
No, he doesn't insult people. He only engages your energy. Right now, when I came in, you just witnessed it. When I came in, he literally welcomed me. He was smiling. To be honest, he's very pleasant. I can tell you that. He's very pleasant.
He knows you, though.
But it doesn't matter. The point is, look at all his other live streams. Whenever he has a guest on, he's normally very positive. I can tell you this because my first time on there.
I will say, from watching Marquet content, I like to watch the debates, and then I like to watch when he give like things that I'm not knowledgeable on. I like to watch things like that, but I like to watch the debates. He usually match energy. I mean, that's kind of how it goes when I have people call in, whether that's on my TikTok call-in show or whenever I have people call in. My problem is, like, whenever I usually have an issue with people on my live, when they call in, it's because they usually start talking shit in the comments or they start talking shit in my fucking DMs. And at that point, I'm not about to give you some level of respect that you think you're supposed to have. Like, nah, you're not about to talk shit in my DM and think when you come on my live, I'm finna sit there and act like you want talking this crazy shit in the comments. No, I don't, or in the DM. You feel me? And a lot of people got me misunderstood because they think, like, if you watch some of my stuff, because I've noticed that a lot of people that watch my content, I could say a lot. It's not a lot at all. I would probably say it's a small percentage, actually. Let me take that back. It's actually a very small percentage of people are fucking stupid. Like, some people that watch my content are dumb and they don't know how to see things from a different perspective, because they act like context doesn't matter. You feel me? Especially when it comes to like those fake pages that post my content all over TikTok, or for example, like that guy that called the police on me, or other conversations where I've had people call into the show. Again, my energy be based off of what they give me. So you're not about to be in my comments talking crazy, in my DMs talking crazy, and then feel like once you get on my live, I'm finna sit there and like, oh, how are you doing, sir? No, nigga, fuck you bitch ass. No, I ain't finna. This ain't none of that. You ain't. I don't know what you thought this shit was. I'm gonna give you that same energy you had in them comments, and then I look like I'm being the one that's overly emotional. No, nigga, I'm gonna give you the same energy you had in the comments. You was on that fake page talking crazy, had that same energy on the live. And then that's when it's like, oh, no, it's different, bro. I'm just coming up here to have some type. No, you wasn't on that in them comments, though. You know what I'm saying? So we'll say that. But for dude right here, I just couldn't have sat up here this long, because I would have been told, buddy, he was a goofy and just got him on. You know what I'm saying? I would have just told him he was a goofy and got him on. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And one of the guys talking ish on one of your lives is my first subscriber. Wait, what? And one of the guys talking ish on one of your lives is my first subscriber, and I don't even have content. Yeah, the dude who called the popo. Oh, that yeah. I know in that video, like a lot of people was, not a lot. Again, I keep saying a lot, I keep exaggerating. It was a small percentage of people that was like, yo, you kind of got emotional when as soon as he came up. Buddy was in my DMs talking crazy. Why would I sit there and act like it's so? No, nigga, you was in my DMs. I was all bitches and hoes. You was gonna fuck me up when you see me. You was gonna do this and that. No, nigga, I had the energy on the line. I just be having the same energy that niggas give me. And I will say, from watching Marquet, I mean, I don't watch everything, but I watch a good amount of his stuff. I would probably say it's like 4 people that content I like to watch, and he'd be one of them. He match energy. You feel me? He match energy. And sound like my friend from Akron. That's because I'm from Cleveland. I'm from Cleveland, bro. I'm born and raised in Cleveland, bro. Akron, 30 minutes away, buddy. I'm from Cleveland. But yeah, man. So I will say that. All right, let's keep going.
He was very, very positive to me, and I've been watching him for years.
Beta. He called me a beta because
sometimes it depends on your response. Do you get? Like,
that's why most times I don't even.
Let me give you an example. Over here where I am, it's about 2 a.m. in the morning, and I can hear you and him going back and forth about this conversation. And you literally went and said, "Oh, he has a small penis energy." Why would you discuss such a thing?
Because
it's one of those insults that you would get from women.
When someone is trying to read you and they make up stuff that you know is not true, most of the time it is self-projecting. So when all someone can say is like, yeah, I have more money and all that than you, yet again, you never see this person with a girl, never see this person building a family. Like, what are you talking about? That sounds like a typical, white person
thing. In the normal society that we live in, money is a metric of success to some capacity. It shows what you're doing right. And secondly, is if you listen to his live streams, you would hear him engage with a woman. Now,
alphas and betas are very similar. They both are insecure seeking men. Man, I don't claim none of that shit. I don't claim none of that. I don't claim alpha, beta. What's the other shit? Sigma. I don't claim none of that. I think all that shit goofy as hell. I don't claim none of that shit. I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? I don't be claiming none of that shit. That's why I don't be saying, like, I be hating when people be like, oh, you speak for someone. I don't speak for nobody, bro. I speak for me. I ain't no alpha. I ain't no beta. I'm me. I'm that's me. A male speaking on energy is suspect. I'm an omega man, LMAO. I don't even know what that is. I don't claim none of that sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just mad. I just do me, stay out the way. You feel me? I'm in my own little lane. I ain't a part of no group with niggas. I ain't a part of no clique. I ain't a part of no movement. I'm just me. That's it. All of that stuff is demonic, just like sororities, all under the same umbrella. Yeah, boy, I don't claim none of that shit. Shit goofy anyway. That shit lame as hell.
Him not posting a woman on a camera doesn't mean he doesn't have a woman. And let's be real, Bruce. Look at him. Like, let's be real here. Like, don't glaze it or anything, but look at him. let's be real. You have your old lady over there with you, so I was expecting you would have more of a positive conversation. But unfortunately, it went completely different. It was bad luck, Bruce. But that's fine. You know, we literally live and we learn. So probably if you tap
I
into
mean, it's
the
not
ism,
bad for me. Like, none of this affects me. I hope you get all the views off your little clips. I'm going to leave this in great. Like, I'm literally incredibly late right now. But yeah, this is, as you see, I'm still here. I'm not running away from you. Like, I'm honestly trying to, as much time, this, honestly, other than what I have to go do, this has been fun. Like, it doesn't bother me. But as I told him earlier, if I misread and that wasn't the position he took on women, we could have been left. But he with this you got cinnamon toast crunch and all this other stupid that it doesn't come on like that. I just sit here to enjoy it because to me it's funny. I truly believe he's doing this to have, like, you know, a good channel have a little humor in it. He's adding some humor to the equation because it doesn't affect me.
yeah, but Bruce,
It doesn't. I'm still
affect you,
here.
why
He can
would you
say
even
whatever he
bother?
wants.
Why would
You know what I'm
bother to
saying?
be on a live stream
Unless
if
he
it
has
doesn't
something.
affect you? Maybe do
Hold on. As long as he doesn't have something else to do, and I don't have something else to do, like I don't need to run from this. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, hey, maybe I can take something from this.
Oh, for sure. Read the blog box. Believe me, I have read it a long time ago, and it's a beautiful book. And it's his reality. Literally, his life is documented. All of the people he mentioned, you can literally Google those people. Because I remember one of the people that he wrote the book on, Rob, like the neighborhood Rob. Literally, one time he jumped on his live stream, and I was watching, and they were talking about things that actually happened. So it was his real life, and you cannot judge somebody before even reading their autobiography, Bruce. It wouldn't be fair. It's like me just judging you right now. I just jumped on the live stream and start saying, "Oh, Bruce is this, Bruce is that." It's
Yeah, I
something
just peeped
completely.
that. Matter of fact, dude said a minute ago he had to leave in 10 minutes. Nigga, he been on this bitch for an hour and a half. He said, I gotta get off. I got stuff to do. This nigga been on this bitch for damn near 2 hours. Goofy. Like, that just thought came to my head. Like, he just capping.
Different.
He just capping.
You should read, then engage the man about his own story, life story. But right now you're making things up. Like somebody said to you, because if we're going based on hearsay, somebody could say, "Listen, Bruce robbed me yesterday," but that may not be true.
Rob
See,
means a little Debbie
you
snack cake.
literally need to read it, then engage him about his own life. So the black box was a phenomenal work. I can tell you that for certain, Bruce.
Okay.
And it's one of those things where, you know, if you're not very bothered about the conversation, why even join? Like, find something better to do with your time, you know? Literally, you say you're a builder, you like to build things. You can build other things,
Different.
you know.
The topic I was debating out was definitely worth the time, because if I believe that someone believes in this whole traditional wife, nuclear family BS, then yeah.
What do you mean
You
traditional?
know,
That is natural. That is the natural order. Are you a Christian, a Muslim? Do you believe in anything? Like, normally,
Hell no.
everyone is ethnic religion.
No, please, no religion.
No, I'm asking you a question. So you normally
no religion.
okay, so you don't believe in any religion. Okay.
Listen.
In a normal basis, who do you believe is the leader of the house? You, I would assume. You are the leader of the house.
I believe the house is the beginning of the community.
Yeah, and who do we put in charge of the community, men or women?
I believe men, because we produce more testosterone and have, you know, more physical capabilities in general. It is our job to protect. And, you know, women, they create life.
If you're the protector, then you're the dominant figure. Then by default, you're the leader. Remember, whoever is the strongest is the leader.
Because most presidents never been in war. Most presidents never been in war.
Yes, but they delegate.
But yet again,
I wouldn't say because you the strongest, you the leader. I wouldn't say that. He bro just on the right. He said whoever is. Let me make sure I heard him properly.
Then by default, you're the leader. Remember, whoever is the strongest is the leader.
No, I wouldn't say whoever the strongest is the leader. I think it's whoever can be the most strategic. Whoever is the most intelligent is the leader. Now, I think it could turn into a situation where if you're the strongest, you can create the most force, but I think it depends on what we're talking about. You know, I think it's whoever is the most intelligent, whoever can be the most logical. because you could be the strongest, but what if your strength is not being put in the right position? You know, or maybe you don't know how to control that strength. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you are the head of the military, they say that the president controls the military. I don't know about all that, but let's just go with there. The president is the leader of the military. Is the president the strongest, most capable person in the military? I wouldn't say. You know, so I really think it comes down to who's the most strategic and who can make the best decision and have the best plan to execute. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're talking about a football team, the coach is not the most athletic and the strongest on the team, but the coach can create the best strategy for that team's success, for that team to win. So that's kind of what I mean, you know. So I think it depends on what we're talking about. The strongest player on the team isn't the fastest. And read the behavioral science studies you just dismissed, and you said, I didn't say I dismissed it. I said I don't claim that shit. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Nigga, I'm from Cleveland. Nigga, all right, that's how your shit in. You ain't got to convince me that's what you believe in. Nigga, what you believe in, go ahead, nigga. You ain't got to convince me. Do what you do, nigga. I ain't mad at you. I'm just saying I don't claim none of that shit. I ain't walking around this bitch talking about I'm an alpha male. Man, that shit lame as hell. Y'all niggas get knocked the fuck out in real life. All walking around alpha male this, I'm beta this. All that shit is goofy to me. I didn't say it didn't exist. I said I don't run around claiming that shit because I think that shit is some sucker shit. You ain't got to convince me that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I ain't even trying to come at you. I'm just saying though, bro. Like, that's what you believe in. Congratulations, boy. That don't run my life, nigga. I'm from Chicago and I still believe science. All right, my nigga. Why do you feel the need to tell me that shit though? Tell your broad that. You ain't got to tell me that shit. You ain't got to prove no point to me, my nigga. You a man. Be the alpha. Since you alpha, whatever the fuck you is, then you ain't got to tell me that shit though. You move on your own beat. I don't move the beat of the drum. Other people. That's what you believe in, nigga. Your shit. I don't know why niggas feel like they got to prove a point to me. Oh boy, that's how you believe for sure. You entitled to your belief. I just said I don't run around claiming that shit, nigga. That's all I said. Hold on, I missed another comment. The strongest player on the team isn't the leader of the team. Yeah, exactly. President isn't a good example because they are elected by the people to that's why I said that don't be, but like when it comes to the leader of the military though, they say that the president is the leader of the military. Are they really? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just, you feel me? I don't know. The whole alpha thing has been long disproven. Even the guy who came up with it said he was wrong. I don't even care. I think niggas who run around claiming they a behavioral trait, I think that shit lame. I just think that shit goofy. Like a nigga that's a gangster ain't gotta run around saying claiming he a gangster. If you tough, you ain't gotta run around claiming that you tough. If you like you ain't gotta run around and make that shit your personality. You feel me? Like that's like women when they claim I'm strong and independent and I don't need no man. Them be the bitches that really need a man. You feel me? So I'm not the type to just I don't have to run around claiming that shit. That's all I said. I don't claim that shit. That shit don't mean nothing to me. If that's what niggas believe, if that's how you live your life, bro. I don't give a fuck though at the end of the day. Nigga said my laptop died, you there. Yeah, bro, we here, bro. We chilling. My laptop died. You there? Yeah, bro, we here, bro. Yeah, man. Whoever is the most well-rounded is the leader, in my opinion. Talk just get shit started. Actions get shit done. Not just talking about relations between men and women. I don't disagree with that. You could be alpha and be homeless. Like, you ever notice a nigga, like, his whole entire, like, his social media name would be alpha this. It'd be like you basically telling your, like, I don't know, I just don't believe you. When a nigga run around calling himself, well, I'm an alpha male, and that's because I don't believe you. I think you a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe you. You ain't got to run around saying that. What's understood ain't got to be explained, bro. You know? But no, like, personality and, like, the ways people operate, of course it exists. You just ain't got to run around saying that's what you is. Like, man, them niggas corny. It's a million alpha male in chain gang. You can't be an alpha male and another motherfucker tell you when you can go outside. So I don't know about all that. And then it's like, what's the basis of it though? What's the basis of it? Because it's depend. Because of like, I think it's situational too. It's situational because if you think you an alpha male, guess what? It's another nigga out there that's more alpha than you. So when them niggas get around you, then who the leader? Don't want to talk about that though. Don't want to talk about that though. If you, I'm speaking in general. I ain't speaking to nobody particular. I'm speaking to whoever. If you the alpha, what's gonna happen when you are in a room with niggas that can take you down, with niggas that really get up with you? Now who the alpha now? Now you back to being a beta, goofy little boy. That's just what I believe. It's always somebody tougher than you. It's always somebody stronger than you. It's always somebody that can beat your ass. So who the real alpha? It's how many men out there? How many? I don't know. What's the actual number? What's the population of men? Male population in the world. 4.17 billion men on Earth. So what happened when you in a room with all the alphas? If it's 50 alphas in the room, who the true alpha? Because it's got to be somebody at the bottom of that list. It's got to be. And if forces apply, are you gonna die about your belief system, or are you gonna conform and follow? What's gonna happen when y'all get in that room? Now what? It's always somebody bigger. Exactly. He who's, I ain't about to say a long ass name, but you know what I'm talking. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like all that claiming that you did, man. All right. Get in that room with them demons and then see who alpha. Get in the room with them real killers or them real people that really get up with you, then get to talking about all that. Come on, man. Yo, Ant, what is the dating show thing? We doing that tomorrow, buddy. Pull up tomorrow on the live, like tomorrow afternoon, and we gonna do the call, like my call-in shows. If you look at I had like the long form call-in shows. That's what that is. And people call in, and I get dating, relationship advice. It's more entertainment. Y'all know I do a mix of content. It's more entertainment than anything, but. Let's get back into it though, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. It's late as hell. I mean, I'm on the West Coast, but it's late and it's still 273 of y'all in here. So I just want to say I appreciate everybody being in here. I love y'all and just thank y'all for being here and rocking with the breakdown or whatever. Let's keep going though. Some of y'all probably sleep. Wake your ass up. All right, let's go.
Most presidents never been in war. Most presidents never been in war.
Yes, but they delegate.
But yet again, they control the most powerful military.
You believe that they're smart enough.
That's why I was talking about house leadership and what he considers like, a house is part of a community. It doesn't really need to be a leader. People can vote. If you have a community, people all come together. It's not no one person that
What?
Man, these clowns. It's not no one person that makes the decision for everyone. To me, you are crazy if you allow one person to make the decision for everyone.
For example, actually there is. That's called a leader. You literally need to rally against a leader. Like you literally need to be behind them. So which means, because if you have an opinion, Marquet has an opinion, I have an opinion, we need somebody to lead it. Otherwise, we're just going to run in circles. So we need to literally rally behind someone and to make it happen. That's why it's called leadership. So if you're in a country where you're saying, so nobody makes a decision, then why do you even bother voting anyone? You can just say, oh, whatever we want will just happen. No, but you vote somebody to get things done. And you're talking about somebody that hasn't been in the military. Yes, I agree with you. In some capacity.
I ain't gonna lie. You could say what you want to say. People gonna say you. Look, it's gonna sound messed up what I'm finna say though, but I gotta keep it 100, y'all. You an immigrant living in the UK. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, get your lame ass like, like, I don't know. It's just the American in me. It's the I don't know. I'm just an American and we the best. When I hear that somebody from the UK, that you're not in your native country, you left your homeland, you in the UK, it ain't much you can tell me, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Again, I think it's just the arrogance of me being an American. I think all of us probably to an extent got a little bit of that. But it's like, get your lame ass up out of here, my nigga. I ain't trying to hear that goofy shit you're talking about. I don't know. It's just me. That's the FBA talking again, bro. I don't know, my nigga. Like, I'm rocking with him. You feel me? Because I ain't saying he's saying something wrong. He making some good points. But it's like, man, Nigga, get your lame. Like, you feel me? I was thinking the same thing. I wasn't gonna say. I'm glad I'm not alone. And look, like I said, look, I already told y'all already know how I feel. I don't care where you're from. My content is open for everybody. You feel me? As long as you don't disrespect mine, I ain't gonna disrespect yours. It's all love. I don't care. It's goofy people in every single ethnic group. It's goofy people in mine. But nigga, I ain't trying to hear all that shit. Nigga, you in the UK. Stop talking about that shit. Like, shut your lame, man. I ain't, man, what's up? It's like when them niggas be trying to rap. A hook to the put. Like, man, I ain't trying to hear all that goofy. Like, I can't take you serious. I can't take you serious, man. I just can't, dude. I'm sorry. Like, you not about to. I don't know. I guess it's just I'm Black American, bro. I just don't be taking niggas seriously. I don't know, man. You mad, bro? What are you gonna do, fam? Are you Toronto? I don't know. I don't take it seriously. I can't do it. I can't do it, family. I ain't gonna cap to you.
The people that will lead us, if they really haven't engaged in any sort of things, it's a bit dangerous. But we still trust them to make the decision.
But he making good points. He making good points though. Shout out to bro. No disrespect to bro. He making good points.
Remember, when you're the president, we don't expect you to be in the front line. Yes, you should be in a normal sentence, but many people are not. But we expect you as the leader to be able to make the discernment on what's good and bad for the people that voted for you. Do you get?
Yeah, but we're talking about voting. We're talking about voting. Jack, we need leadership in the republic. I mean, in a government, yes, but leadership, like that has nothing to do with a family. Like when we were talking earlier, he kept talking about leadership and family. The adults are the leaders.
Right now, who is going to show up to protect the family? You or your old lady? Who's going to show up to protect? If I show up to your house right now wanting to fight you, who is going to defend the family? You or your
Yes, I am the first line of defense.
So
yes.
then by default, you're the dominant leader. That makes you the leader of the house, correct?
Nah. To be honest with you, in most cultures, being a warrior has nothing to do with being a leader.
Okay, this is where this is where I say it depends though, because it's a household. It's you and a woman. It's you and a woman. A woman is emotional. A woman is not going to be as strong as you, so that's different. But if you're talking about in a warrior class or a tribal setup, a military setup, it's a completely different concept. But if it's you in a specific household and it's just you and a woman and kids, yeah, the strongest is going to be the leader, which is going to be the man. You know what I'm saying? And then you're the only one there. It ain't like it's 30 people living in the house. It's just you and her. You feel me? So it is what it is. And then women have a natural order to always want their superior. Women want a man that's taller, stronger, more intelligent, more money, more everything. Women don't want equal. Women want superiority in what they want to be up under. It's their nature because they procreate and they need a man. You know, historically, women have always needed a man to continue life, to survive. It is what it is. So it's in their wiring from the foundation to want their superior. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's why they have warlords.
So we put cowards in charge of the society then?
Most of the time, yeah. Look at the president of the United States. Yes. The one, he draft dodged. Yes, that is absolutely true. Do you not pay attention? See, maybe in your country, the warriors are the leaders. You know, Burkina Faso, you have Ibrahim Traore and all that. But in America, it's the cowards.
And why do you think normally the warriors become in charge? Because the weak links are normally failing the country. Then the dominant one rises. Right now, we're about to have a conversation about Africa.
Leading a country is not about strength, though. You have to know about economy. You have to know about a lot of stuff. It's not just you point guns in the right direction and the economy comes together. What are you talking about?
As a leader, you delegate. You don't come in and know everything. Let me give you an example. Right now, we just literally saw the
you delegate amongst people.
They took about 300 people to go negotiate a deal with the United States. We could have just said, all right, one person show up to Iran and negotiate everything. No, you need technical expertise on other things. Maybe you know about the economy. Maybe somebody knows about something else. Maybe weapons. Everybody you delegate as a leader. In fact, if you are a leader of everything, you know everything, you're a fool. You don't know what you're talking about. As a leader, you need to know when to delegate. You need to hire people. There is this one famous quote with
what I said. You said something about warriors being leader.
Generally, that's what it should be. Like right now, let me give you an example with the Saints. Majority of
warriors to be in charge of security. Sure,
So wait,
but
you're security of fools? Then you literally just guard fools? Why don't you just take over power yourself? You just brought
I mean
Ibrahim Traore. What
that's
he's
what life
brought you
is.
into power
When a
by
person
force.
joins the army, they protect every person on American soil. That means all the crackheads, all the junkies, all that. They have to protect everyone. That's why it is a great honor being a soldier, because you're putting your life at risk for every person, not just the good people.
I think this is the thing, Bruce, though. You're only speaking about America specifically. We're discussing around the globe. Remember, America is not only the globe.
I
Like,
can
I'm
only
literally
speak.
almost
This
10
is
hours
the
away from you
honesty.
right now.
I'm listen. I can't speak for your country. I've never been to your country. I don't know
I'm not
anything about the
speaking
government. I'm
about
talking
my
about
country,
America.
Bruce. I'm speaking about global politics. We're speaking about the natural order of
See,
life.
you didn't say that. You went from talking about leadership in family to leadership in the government, being warriors, to now you have to delegate people, which is what I said in the beginning.
Okay, Bruce. I
Hey,
think we're
listen,
not
listen,
getting
listen, 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 listen. I love you guys. I love you all. You have a great one. Stop being uptight up in your butt. How about that?
What? What?
Listen, 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 listen. I love you guys. I love you all. You have a great one. Stop being uptight up in your butt. How about that? Because one thing about you can say
Bruce.
whatever
Maybe
about Bruce and
next time I
Snacks
will
and Debbie
try.
Cake, all them folks don't have no
Say,
girlfriend. You give your
okay,
money to a man
Bruce.
instead of investing in yourself.
I'm being serious, Bruce. The next conference, I would actually pay for you to attend. And if you don't like it, I will double the money and give it to you. I will pay for the next conference for you to go to Marquette's conference. That's a promise.
Okay,
Yeah?
cool.
And
I'll
just
be
let
there.
me know how it goes. Just let
When
me
is
know
the
how
next
it goes.
conference?
Next month, 13th and 14th.
Where at?
But you have to actually make me a promise. Would you actually show up?
Where is it?
It's in Georgia. It's in Savannah, Georgia.
Hell yeah. Are you serious? Yeah.
All right, then. I'm sure the Saints will treat you nicely, and it will change your opinion on how literally men out there live. Like, believe me, like the Saints is a global movement. Everybody loves it.
I don't really have a problem with the Saints or his community or whatever, but if we're going to debate a topic, I can admit when I'm wrong. I'm not finna sit here and let anyone belittle me because I love my life. You can't tell me that I pay women. I, he said I am a beta male that pays women for their interactions or whatever. And of course, all these trolls, these people don't even show their face. They just guzzle balls.
That's one thing I truly hate. I ain't gonna lie. I will say that I agree with that. And one thing I hate more than anything is people who have such strong opinions and they're so disrespectful and they don't never show their face. That be blowing me though. That's the most annoying thing. And I think it got to the point where now, like, again, that's why I got such a short temper when it comes to people talking trash when they be in my live. Because I'm going to just be like, all right, come up and show your face. I'm not finna go like that. Y'all know I have a zero tolerance for people that be talking trash in my comments and then they hide who they are. They hide their identity. You allowed to disagree. You allowed to get your opinion. This live, my content is not for you to always agree. It's not for you to always disagree. It's just to create dialogue. It's just for you to have a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I don't tolerate though is if you on my live or on my comments on my videos talking crazy and you behind a fake page, and then when I be like, all right, since that's how you feel, I'm all this, I'm all that, tap in with me, come on the live and show your face, or you could just or you just address your issue with me directly, and they never do that. They never do that, and that's what's wrong with so many men. Like, you saying something that you would never say if we was in the same room. If it was me and you know you wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just be like, I have such a low tolerance for that. I don't even like. That's why I say my chat is not for debating and arguing and all that. No, you allowed to have your opinion for sure. I don't care if you disagree with me, but you gonna respect me because I'm gonna respect you. And if you get disrespectful, I'm gonna take it there with you. And I'm gonna overreact. I'm overly emotional. Call it what you want. Man. I'm all that. But you started it though. You can't get mad because you threw a rock and then I threw a boulder. If you throw a rock, I'm gonna throw a mountain. And if you throw a mountain, I'm gonna throw the earth. That's just how it's gonna go. So it's in your best bet to just keep it cool, calm, and collected. That's all. You feel me? That's just how I feel. And you don't, and I'm not saying because you on a fake page, that don't mean you're not allowed to have an opinion. No, you could be on a page and not identify yourself and give your opinion. It's the disrespect that becomes the problem. That's my issue. That's my issue. It's when it starts to get disrespectful. It's like we go past the realm of, and I feel like you're wrong and this is why. I respect that. I respect that. But don't be like, I feel like you're wrong and you stupid and you this and you. It's like, my nigga, you not gonna say this to me if you saw me. You would take a picture with me and be like, yo, I like her content. So don't even play like that. You know what I'm saying? That'd be it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? What's up with the tether love from Marquet? I thought he was FBA. What do FBA got to do with, like, what does being a respectfully, Brina, what does being a foundational Black American have to do with you being cool with somebody that's not a foundational Black American? I'm confused. I have friends that are African. I have friends of all different ethnic groups. So I don't. I mean, a tether is somebody that is an action. So I don't know why you saying that. You can be a foundational Black American and be cool with somebody that's not a foundational Black American. It is what it is. I mean, I got a close friend that's South African. I played college ball with him. He cool as hell. He ain't never did no tether energy. He respectful. He cool with me. I'm cool with him. So that's not the argument. Respectfully. Let me see. Recently, kind of. Whenever I have a discussion and people get loud, I look at them with a straight face and keep talking. That emotional, personal attack ish is what kids do. I don't disagree with that. Not me just finishing an online exam, then finding you on live. Perfect late night wind down because I'm tired. Hey, man. We finna get off. This finna be over with. We only got another like 20 minutes. I'm posting this on Patreon, though. So you'll be able to watch the whole thing. I've been on live for a little minute. And I purposely wanted to do a long live today because I ain't seen y'all in a minute, man. I ain't seen y'all in forever. So I got to give y'all some long pause. You could spend an eternity trying to talk reason to that dude. Bruce stuck in his what? No, for real, bro. I think men like him, this is where experience does matter. You could just tell he don't got no experience. You can just tell, like mama, single mama. You just tell. You know what I'm saying? Marquette is just so fake. I mean, whatever opinion you got, I mean, that's you entitled to it. But being a foundational Black American don't have anything to do with you being cool with immigrants. A foundational Black American is your lineage. That's it. Your mentality, yo, what you believe, who you cool with, none of that got to do with you being FBA. You got almost 50 million FBAs in America. None of us all gonna fully agree or have the same mentality. It's that simple. Respectfully, though. Bring respectfully. All right, let's keep going. My fault, y'all. I'm babbling too much. My fault.
All the time. If we're having this conversation, me and you call me a beta male, it wouldn't bother me. I'll be like, okay. I would just defend the argument, not the emotional side of things. Like he told you
that's the difference.
you took emotional arguments.
You talk about
what
being.
You should have said is,
You talking about
what
being a
makes me
protector.
Yes, as a
What?
protector, this is the thing. As a protector and provider, that's what we were discussing.
I don't see myself as weak. I'm not gonna ask no man because I'm not weak.
But this is the thing. You can be physically strong but mentally weak. Like, these are two different things. Like,
Yeah.
you're talking
No, that
about
is
physically
definitely
dominant. Yes, you can be physically dominant, but often in a war, you have tactics, you have strategy, Bruce. You might be, look at the United States. You guys literally lost to Iran because they had a better strategy. Like, it
Yes.
doesn't mean you have the biggest power. Doesn't mean you're going to win all.
People be saying we lost to Iran because of that war. No, we didn't lose to Iran. That's not true. That's not true. We didn't lose to Iran. U.S. soil was never touched. I mean, yeah, there may have been some, international connections or international, end goals that we had. But this whole thing that people keep saying, "Oh, the U.S. lost to Iran." No, we didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't lose to Iran.
Sometimes there is more situation where you're dealing with mind. So when he calls you a beta male, all you had to do was refute his argument and say, all right, what's
I'm
your
not no
metrics
mentally
of a
weak,
beta
but I
male?
came from nothing. I'm a person that came from nothing. And you can say whatever about this apartment. It's a lake right down there. I can go fishing in. It's geese all over the place. I pay $1,800 a month in rent here for this little tiny
And
apartment.
Damn, where this nigga live? $1,800 a month for some popcorn ceilings? You living in some bull. I ain't gonna lie. You living in some BS. I ain't spending that much money for some BS that he living in. 1,800 ain't cheap. For some BS you living in, boy, you tweaking.
And we appreciate it. Bruce,
And guess
but the
what?
thing is
It's
you can
only going to
elevate.
get
I'm
better.
sure you have other dreams.
It's only going
You
to
got scammed. That's 1,800.
get better.
Okay, Bruce, this is the thing. Not to brag, right? Not to brag. Just to put it out there for you. See, this as we're speaking right now is a Loro Piana fine linen, right? This will probably cost $1,000 just to start with. But this is the thing, it's elevation in life. Just a few years ago, I would wear a normal t-shirt. But now I'm in the stage in my life where I'm improving. So basically, you're in an apartment right now. Have you seen his house? No, I'm saying, have you seen his house? If you want something like that, you have to respect it. Like, you have to respect who you want to become. Look at his house. Look at his car.
I don't want to become
respect
him.
who you want to become. You're failing to understand, not him as an individual, but the success.
Yeah, I've never said nothing bad about his
people to
success.
become successful. But that's my point. So when he called you weak, then you should try and understand what's going on. Why would he say such a thing? What's his metric of strong or weak? But you didn't ask that. You just went on an emotional tantrum, which I understand because obviously you were upset. But you should have asked him, what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, I have asked him about several things, like the whole not giving to the community, but I see it as, because to me, which I'm not going to say I'm always right, but it just seems very egotistical. Like, that's what he does. Whenever he doesn't have anything to say, he'll repeat the same thing, which is usually some sort of insult, which doesn't really bother me. But if that's all this is going to be, us insulting each other, I'm not finna do that.
But
like, I don't care enough to sit around and I'm not a comedian.
I can respect that, but you've been up there for 2 hours, damn near. I mean, if that was your feelings, then you should have been dropped off. You should have been left alive in, if that's how you feel. Oh, he in Athens? I ain't gonna lie though. If you spend at Athens, Georgia, I mean, that's where UGA at, right? Ain't that where University of Georgia at? So if you spending 1,800 at Athens and you in Georgia, Georgia's pretty cheap compared to a lot of other places, unless you in A. So you spend 1,800, you could have got something way better than popcorn ceilings, unless that's a townhome, but that looked like a little 1-bedroom. You know what I'm saying? You would have been better in student housing, student living, unless that's where he at. Crazy.
And I don't sit around and
do you know
we need to see Ant fight some internet. I'm assuming that's say N-words. Man, I'll pop one of these niggas while I fight them. Boy, I'm my man. Sound goofy. Unless somebody trying to take it, man, I ain't finna. Come on, man. I end up popping one of these goofy, but trying me.
There was a time in his life where he is a smart individual. Read his
That don't mean I ain't gonna get it. That don't mean I ain't gonna work with nobody though. That don't mean that. But I'm just saying, you pull up, I don't know what you got going on. I got a name. So I see everybody as a threat. You come to me talking about something, I'm just go ahead and up on you. We ain't finna do all that because I don't know what you got on. You might up on me. So we ain't even finna do all that. I'm just going to get you up out of here and smile in my mugshot.
But he
self-defense, I fear for my life.
He literally went to teach people just because he wanted to give back to the community. See, that's respectable. That's something you have to respect as a person. So if he asks you, what have you done for the community, Bruce? You could have said, not as much as I would want to do, but then try and do something. I ain't
gonna lie though, that hairline crazy. Boy, hairline goofy. Boy, that hairline crazy.
Affect change. That's what happens, Bruce. Even when somebody says you haven't done something, remember, it's never too late. You can start. The thing about it is, if we look at us as Black people, we always talk about the community, till it's time to build the community, nobody shows up. That's the truth.
Okay, this is where you lose me at, because when you say us, I mean, you not Black. I mean, you Black racially from a global sense, but you're not really Black. That's number one. And when you say us, you talking about yo people, because the only place that's consistently been trying to do something and make a change consistently is Black Americans in America. So that's where you like, this is where like problem with everybody want to be associated. And when us and us, but if it's you, then you ain't gonna say that that's just black as a collective. And this is what Black Americans be talking about. Because you say us. Somebody said, is this live? No, this ain't live. This is what Black Americans be talking about though. We be saying these people like, what you mean us? There's like, ain't no, respectfully, ain't no us, dude. Like, ain't no us. Ain't nobody coming together. We've been coming together in America. What you talking about? Ain't really no us like that. Like, nah, it's us over here and y'all over there. Make sure you get it right. You know what I'm saying? That's where you lose me at with all that us talking. The we don't come together. You can't come together and you ran to Great Britain. You can't talk about coming together. You talking about yourself when you say we don't come together. You talking about yourself. Come on now. Come on, man. I think he means in the principle of people of melanin. He not in the U.S. Indians got melanin. Vietnamese people got melanin. What are we talking about? So we're like, what is us? Race is a social construct. Race don't really exist. Us, like, come on. If he means melanin, then I don't know. He ain't miss me with all that.
That's the truth. So over here in the Sassen culture, we're literally trying to help people. We are trying to help each other elevate because we want to see people like us. I'm not going to lie to you. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, Bruce, I'm like thousands of miles away from you. This is like it's a very nice place I am in right now. But the point is, you rarely see black people around here. So we're trying to get to that level where when you show up to spend $1, like people would go.
No, you shouldn't want black. You shouldn't want the people from your country to be that way. The black people that you call it. You shouldn't want your people to be somewhere else that's not there. If you a Nigerian, I'm assuming he probably Nigerian. He look West African to me. Why do you want your people? Because you said not a lot of black people are over here. Why would you want your people not to be in a country? Why can't they be in something of luxury in their own countries? You should be striving for that, not striving for people from your country to leave their homeland and then go to somewhere else and then revere that as something that's popular and good and great and of affluent wealth and lifestyle. No, you should want your people to stay in their country, build that up, and I would be for that. I would be absolutely for that. I'm 100% in support of anybody that is an African. If you want to stay in your homeland and build up your homeland, I'm in support of that. And no, I'm not no Pan-Africanist. I'm just saying I support anybody trying to do for their self. So if you speaking, that sounds like somebody said a Fleer mindset. Not only is that a Fleer mindset, but that's like the white acceptance stuff that I was talking about with the Indian dude from the video from earlier in this stream and earlier in the live. Like they want that approval so bad. Like, no, bro. Like, what you talking about? I don't have to be around nobody to make myself feel better. I don't care what your race is. I want to be around people with class, whether they black, white, blue, green, or purple. But when you speaking about it from a racial and ethnic standpoint, and then you say, I didn't want to see more black people around here. What? Why they can't be in their own country and make that the lavish lifestyle stuff? Where people want to go to Nigeria to have fun in Nigeria. That'd be cool. So that way you can keep the money and the wealth moving and funneling in the country. I don't know. I guess I'm the one that's crazy though. I guess I'm just babbling and talking. Come on, man. Goofy. Sound crazy.
Oh, what do you do? Because they're always shocked whenever they see a black person.
The people who
But
put
we need
these
to elevate
comments
on a level.
are idiots.
No, Bruce, you're talking to me and Saint, not the comment. Like, I haven't read the comment the entire time. We're speaking, me and you as an individual, on this conversation. We're speaking about it. You've achieved what you said. You've achieved where you're able to get your own apartment. That's brilliant. But my point is you could elevate. As a man, you were talking about a man, every man has an ambition.
Like,
that's my point. But you had to respect the people that's already there before you. Isn't that what the Black Americans call homage? Like, you literally respect people.
Okay, I'll put it like this. I'll say Marquet is, it's not like he's not a respectable person. You feel me? But everyone's journey is different. And but I'm just in the beginning of mine.
And we
What you
respect
feel
that,
me?
but then you have to respect hierarchy,
Everything.
Bruce. You have to respect hierarchy.
Given my situation in my country, hierarchy doesn't mean nothing.
Of course,
I'm
it
be
means
honest with
something.
you.
Of course, it means
No.
something. Especially
Yeah, see,
America is
that's
a
the thing.
capitalist society.
White people culture is about kissing behind. I'm about working hard.
What's white
You
culture?
can
What do
kiss
you mean by white
behind and
culture?
you can kiss behind and become a millionaire. We've literally seen it dozens of times over.
Okay, well, that's not true. You don't have to. Respecting people is not kissing behind. That's not what that means. Respecting people is simply, and if you look at it as kissing behind, that's because you're insecure. I can respect somebody. That don't mean I have to belittle myself or make myself smaller to give you respect. That's not what that is. Like, I can respect somebody. I can give somebody I can applaud somebody. I can appreciate somebody's work and still be my own man. Whether I agree all the time or disagree all the time, I can still say, as long as you're not something that I like going against something that I morally stand for. Like, you're not talking about, like, I don't know, whatever. You can talk about something crazy, but I don't have to see myself as less than or kiss ass to respect you. That's not the same thing. Like, what are you talking about? Goofy.
Basically, Bruce, America is literally a capitalist society, which means hierarchy exists. And with this hierarchy, you have to respect hierarchy for you to be respected as well.
Yeah, no,
Because
but
let me give you an
Destin,
example.
you don't have to respect hierarchy. Now, if you
Of
want
course you do.
if you want to be
that
in the
means
business that
you
they're
don't
in,
want your kid to respect you. Like, basically, like, you have a son or a daughter.
I'm talking about
Hierarchy.
business.
Somebody said, unfortunately, Bruce's mentality will keep him from being successful. Honestly, is Bruce low IQ because he has his own opinion? No, your opinion has to make sense. You're not low IQ because you have an opinion. Your opinion has to make sense. He said respecting somebody is kissing ass. That's not kissing ass. I respect some of y'all in the chat. That doesn't mean I'm kissing your ass. That means that I have a respect for you. I respect something that you do or something that you may say, or I can respectfully say I disagree with your point, but I'm not gonna call you a bitch because of it. I'm not gonna say you ugly or say you stupid because of it, unless you come at me, then I'm gonna give you the same energy. But to say that respecting somebody means that you kiss an ass, that's just you having not necessarily a low IQ, because I don't even think he truly believed that. I think he's just insecure. That's really what I truly believe. He's just insecure. You feel me? So respecting somebody who disrespects you is kissing ass. Yeah, but we're talking about from the jump. This conversation is not about necessarily respecting him. This is a general consensus type of conversation. And from the start of the conversation, he came up on the live being disrespectful.
You don't want your kid to respect you. Like, basically,
I mean, if y'all gonna sit here, if y'all think this is the one in the right in this whole conversation, y'all are completely just lost. I ain't gonna fake. I ain't gonna lie. You lost if he's the one that's making the most logical sense and he articulating himself the best, and he's the one who makes the most. He's making the most sensible argument. Like, I come on, like, you got to be lost. You got to be losing your damn mind if that's the case, or it's just an emotional thing. Because I just don't like Marquet. I can understand you not liking Marquet. You don't gotta like me. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. But at the end of the day, you gotta make a logical argument. It can't be, I don't like this person, so I'm just gonna disagree with everything that they say no matter what. Dr. Umar said a lot of stupid shit that I don't like. Dr. Umar is right about certain things. It is what it is. But I know how to take my emotions out of the situation to say, even though I don't like Dr. Umar, what he stands for, he's right when he talks about the Democratic Party. He's right when he talks about certain things in the black community. There are things that he says that are true. There are things that I say that a lot of y'all may disagree with. That doesn't mean that everything that I say is now incorrect, or hey, I don't like the way he moves, I don't like the way he runs his lives. You cannot like me in the way that I operate, but that doesn't mean that everything that I say from that point forward means that you just say everything is wrong. Like, that's where you start to stop being logical, start to be emotional, because you have an emotional connection to the person. I have to like you to agree with you. I don't have to like you to agree with you. I really don't. It just is what it is, man. But hey, man, I don't know. I think people just, I mean, that's just, it just is. It's the internet, boy. That's what the internet gonna do to you. I don't know. I know how to take my emotions out of the shit and look at a motherfucker and say, you know what? This dumb nigga. Sometimes it is what it is. You know somebody, I'm gonna give y'all an example. Charleston White. I think Charleston White do everything for attention. I think Charleston White goofy. But Charleston White say stuff that's right sometimes. He say stuff that's wrong sometimes. He say stuff that's not factual sometimes. He say stuff that's out of context sometimes. But Charleston White has said things that's correct. That I gotta sit there and go, well, he is correct. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of how I feel about Charleston White personally, I think he a goofy. He say shit just right sometimes. It just is what it is, man. And I don't know anybody that's watching this live. It's probably almost 300 y'all in here. If you agree with somebody 100% of the time, you need to check yourself. Real shit. This for anybody watching this. Whether you like me, hate me, indifferent about me, I don't really give a fuck. But if you got a motherfucker that you pay attention to and you always agree with them, no matter what, you need to check yourself. And you think you probably more of a follower than you think. Because you shouldn't always agree with a motherfucker no matter what. That's like, nah, dog. You come on, man. You tweaking. I will hope that ain't how some of y'all live y'all life, but I think it is. I gotta agree with you all day long, and I have to like you for me to think that something that you say is right or wrong. Nah, gang, I ain't gonna cap to you. I ain't gonna lie. Kamala Harris, clown bitch. She done said some stuff. I'm like, you know what, Kamala Harris is right there. She's still a goofy bitch. I don't support the bitch, fuck her. But she says something that's right. Obama, Trump, they all in the same boat to me. Fuck them all. But to say that they've never said anything right just simply because I dislike all three of them, come on, man. That's clown shit. Let's keep going though.
Like you have a son or a daughter.
I'm talking about business.
Means,
I'm talking about business. We're talking about being millionaires.
You better think I'm union member. Says you funny as hell.
Talk about on a normal basis.
Somebody said, right, hell, I can't even agree with my own decisions all the time. Right. I don't even like myself sometimes. Right. No cap.
People leading this country isn't worth my respect. I don't care how much money they have.
Let me give you an example. Just with it, you have parents, you have a son or a daughter, and you literally show respect out of hierarchy. Now, if you do not like what's happening in your country, we're going to that. If you don't like what's happening in your country with the leaders, you can literally pull out your voter's card and change it. That's why we're talking about revolution here, Bruce. If you knew what was happening, you would have known. We're talking about revolution. We're talking about revolution. That's why revolution needs to happen. Because we need to put serious men in charge, but you need to be able to respect those men. Because all of the black leaders we've had in the past, we're going to talk about this guy in this conversation. All of the leaders we've had in the past, one of the problems that black people had is we have serious problem with hierarchy. Sometimes a black person just looks like you and you just assume because you guys have the same skin, we're the same, but we're not.
He's correct. I was saying it earlier. That is right. That's right.
We need to start respecting class. We need to start respecting, oh, this person has achieved. We need to respect who he is. We need to respect what he's done. Like Saint, for example, like him or not, agree with him or you don't, look at him. He's an excellent black man, whether we like it or we don't like it. Look at his house.
I mean, I've already said
look at how eloquent he is.
In the beginning,
you have to respect it.
In the beginning, like I don't have any sort of problems with someone seeing him as a respectable person, but you're just talking about making money in a hierarchy in general. No.
Yes. I mean, my thing is, man, regardless if you're making money or not, is if you're not lazy, if you take care of the people around you, you take care of your children, you morally sound, right? Right from wrong. And you treat people with common decency and respect, I look at you as a good person. Now that don't mean I'm gonna hang with you. That don't mean I'm gonna be cool with you. But at least foundationally, you're cool. You may not be what I think I am, you know what I'm saying, or I think you should be as far as being around me, but you ain't ripping and running the streets. You're not abusing people. People get better when they're around you. You take care of your children. You go to work and come home. Hey, that's cool. You don't have, everybody can't be the best at their job. Everybody can't be a leader. Everybody can't be a warrior. Some people have to be cleaning up, the trash off the floor. It just is what it is. Some people got to create the tool that helps you clean up the trash off the floor. It's hierarchy. So you're right there. It ain't about how much money you got. P. Diddy was a billionaire, and P. Diddy was a weird homosexual that was abusing men and women. So just because he had money and is able to establish himself as a highly, highly successful individual, that don't mean he was a good person. You feel me? So it's not all about money and status and success. If you have to be morally right across the board, number one. I think Bruce is just unintelligent. Bruce is not arguing, not respecting class. Bruce isn't able to have an intelligent convo. This isn't about money. It's about works. This guy is just listening to respond, not to understand. Bruce is a high functioning regard. I know what you mean. Oh man. I like Marquet, but don't agree with all he says. Same. Bruce came on bad, but he did humble himself. But when he's listening, they kept taking jabs. I guess I'm expecting more out of these men. Well, I ain't really hear him take a jab. The African, I ain't really hear him take a jab. Marquet was taking jabs, but I mean, they was both taking jabs at each other. All right, I think I'm caught up on comments. I ain't about to scroll up too hot because I ain't looking. It'd be a lot of comments. I can't read everything.
But this is the thing. That's why we have entry level jobs. You literally have entry level, then you have management level, then you have the executive level. Like these things literally operate with hierarchy, because we cannot just say you have no experience, we just let you lead a company. You're going to lead the company to disaster. That's just how these things work. That's why hierarchy is important. You get? Like literally, you say you run a business, Bruce.
I'm not saying hierarchy isn't important. I'm just saying you can't respect, I guess, every aspect of hierarchy, because every person that is in a position of leadership, every person at the top is not a good person or someone you may want to,
Yeah, but this is the thing, Bruce. Like in this life,
and me,
when it comes to hierarchy,
I'm good enough to I don't have the kids behind.
To get things done. See, that's the thing. I'm not going to lie to you. I have significant amount of respect for the Black Americans and the culture. But sometimes I do say to myself, do you guys not realize you have to play the capitalist game to actually win? Like people, like right now, Bruce, as we're speaking about this, you have to play the game to win. Like for you to become what you want to become, you need to study the greats. You need to realize how the game is played.
Nigga, have you ever heard of the spook who sat by the motherfucking door? What are you talking about? This is why I have so much respect for the Black American, but sometimes this is why you don't need to be speaking about our lineage, because you don't understand history. Little bad hairline, little ass boy. What are you talking about? If anybody know the system more than us, it's us, because we in the belly of the beast of the system. America controls you, your homeland. What are you talking about? Control, understand the system. If anybody understands the system more than anybody, it's Black Americans. It's damn sure not the people in your country. It's damn sure not y'all. Is it y'all? If anybody understands the system, it's us. So again, this is the lack of, it's that tethering coming out. Yeah, exactly. Tell you that sometimes I just don't understand why the Black American do not understand. Just shut the fuck up. And then as soon as we get to saying this nigga eat with his feet, then we get to, you are xenophobic, you guys want to be the white man talking points. No, he said something first. Come on, man. Literally, we're the richest blacks on the planet. We're the most intelligent and the richest only blacks, if we want to keep it, I believe. But I understand racially, sure, whatever. But out of any black people, we're the most richest, successful, most intelligent. I mean, there's no other group of people, and we're only 40 million deep, or almost 50 million deep. How many people in West Africa, in his country? How many people in Nigeria? 200 plus million? 200 plus million and 45 million. And we still better. Let's not do that. But this is where it comes into like, start to be disrespectful. And then it's like, all right, now you lose me. What's important to other people will not always be important to you, even if it's the truth. That's true, Brandon.
You can't just show up and say, I don't respect whatever you guys are doing. If you don't, then you would never win. You only win a game by actually understanding the rules of the game and utilizing it better. You can't
better. I'm utilizing it better.
Up and be like, I don't
Man, be
respect any
quiet.
of it. Nah, F it, all of it. No,
I
it's
didn't say
not
I didn't
necessary.
respect any of it, but I just don't have to respect unless it's someone that I respect and will want to do business with. I don't have to show them no respect, no
But
matter what
how do we
company
know
they
who you
lead or none of
respect?
that.
How would we know who you respect? If he, as an excellent
It
black man,
doesn't
you
matter
don't
who I
respect,
respect.
who would you listen? No, give
Everyone
me an
needs to worry
example.
about.
Give me an example. I'm curious. Who is an individual you can name that you respect?
An individual I can in business.
Yeah, just in general in life, somebody you respect in business.
Let's see.
Because if you don't have anyone, you wouldn't be able to model yourself to actually win.
Oh, well, that's the thing. Yeah, I don't have a hero. Like I
Okay,
learned
so
little
give me an
bits from
example.
everyone.
Bro, that's not a hero, bro. You can say that. I respect Tariq Nasheed. That's not my hero. I don't look up to him. He's not my idol. I'm not a fan of him. I respect Tariq Nasheed. I don't always agree with Tariq, but I respect him. I agree with most of what he says. And I think he's a good example of somebody that you want to give our perspective. Why is that so hard for this nigga to say? This is, again, it's the insecurity. You're not kissing ass because you say you respect somebody, stupid fat nigga. I don't like, bro, this is insane to me, bro. Like, this shit is frustrating because it's simple shit. It's like talking to a toddler, my nigga. What are you talking about? Like, huh?
Because everyone makes mistakes.
Everyone
And I
makes
don't believe
mistakes. What are you talking about?
I have to make mistakes in order to learn from them.
Okay, give me an example. Who do you respect as an individual? Like somebody that's done well in business.
James
Respect.
Tallarico. I respect James Tallarico.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of respect for Jasmine. See, me, I'm mainly into politics.
Was he about to say Jasmine Crockett? Some of you niggas hanging y'all head on this nigga.
In America, because that's
I hope he wasn't about to say Jasmine Crockett. I heard Jasmine and I thought I heard the start of the C.
An individual. Like somebody that's done well.
At what point did you ever think Jasmine Crockett, you're a man? What point did you like, come on, man. At what point, and that's not to say you can't respect a woman, but Jasmine Crockett was about to be your example? I swear he was about to say that, Tez.
In business.
James
Respect.
Tallarico. I respect James Tallarico.
James Tallarico, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of respect for Jasmine. See, me,
I heard a little bit. I thought they was finna say. He stopped himself though.
Into politics in America, because that's the main thing that, I mean, everything is politics. The prices of our food, the gas, everything. Anything else is a distraction from what is going on in politics.
Okay, I agree. Politics is everything, right, Bruce? But for example, how you as an individual, how do you affect politics? Like, are you a politician yourself?
Oh, I've already voted. Yeah, I voted early.
Oh man. I voted. Yeah, because that's gonna be the thing that's gonna, like, anybody that believe, I'm not gonna even go there. I ain't gonna even go there. I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there.
But this is the thing, though. You need a community for you to be able to affect change. If you show up alone, they'll just take you and throw you in prison and forget about you. You need some weight behind you. You need people that when you talk, they would actually.
Tallarico said God is non-binary. That dude. I don't know who the Tallarico person is, but okay, I see the dumbness. How you ain't see the dumbness before, Brandon? Yeah, I'm messing with you, Brandon. Don't take me seriously. What the hell is wrong with this nigga, man?
Actually agree with you and do something about it. That's why you need a collection of men that are serious.
I've said earlier in the video, like, I have close people. I don't have that community. You know what I mean? Of people who are like really trying to make a change.
That's why I said I would love for you to join this.
Myself.
That way you can affect a change.
You said, well, you broke up a little bit.
Man, that ear, man. Goodness, like that. I don't. What leads you dudes to get them things on your ears, man? Like, what leads y'all to do that? What is this ear, dude? That looks nasty.
If you join the Assassins, that way you have grown men that are serious men behind you. I know this because I've been on his live stream before. I've seen the positive reactions I gotten from the Saints, and it's a beautiful thing. A lot of people were reaching out with so much respect. So for you, As you say, politics is tied to everything. You need people behind you. You cannot just do it as a lone wolf.
I mean, yeah, but I don't. I have no problem with his group of individuals who are
The
trying
same.
to find the most amount of
Exactly.
success that they can, but
This is the thing, Bruce. You live in America, and you know you can
I
use your
just
dollar to vote.
like what
This is the thing
about
in
what
this life.
about that is going to help further me and what I'm doing? Because
Okay, let me give it.
not to
Let
be
me give you an
rude,
example.
but I see, and I understand. I feel like it's sort of like a fraternity. You know what I'm saying? People, you get together and you build relationships, and those relationships strengthen over time. I don't see, and it's not like I'm looking for an immediate outcome, but I'm so busy. Like I have the day off, and I haven't had the day off in the past 9 days.
Okay,
That's
Bruce,
why I'm very
let me give you an example. Right now,
That's called life, little nigga. Like, that's called life. You a man, too bad. I didn't have a day off in 9 days. Man, that's called life, man. What's up? Oh man, come on, man.
in a very nice.
I mean, I don't mind going to the. I don't know how much the convention is.
I'm speaking to you right now at 2 a.m. in the morning because I believe this is important. This conversation is important. What a normal person, I could just be like, you know what, let's just enjoy whatever it is I'm doing. I'll just carry on with whatever I'm doing.
Thank you, franchise. Busy, but you've been on live for 2 hours, bro. Thank you, franchise. Come on, man. African dude just trying to earn commission from bro joining. Hell nah.
But I'm speaking to you at 2 a.m. in the morning because I believe it's important. I believe it's important for you to win. You need to be an example. I can tell you this. There is nothing that impresses me more than when you are your own daughter and son's superhero. Let me give you an example. This has happened to me so many times where I would be driving in London and you literally have women call up to you and take a photo of the car. Sometimes this is what bothers me, and they have children. They literally will be working with their husband. They see a nice car, they pull up to you and take a picture. What's crazy is that I would be thinking, you know what, as a man, you have to be ambitious. You have to have your son have the Maybach, have the Lamborghini in your house so they can literally look at it and go, that is my superhero. That's somebody I need to replicate.
Thank you for the jewels.
That's why a lot of people, what tends to happen is with a lot of black people, a lot of, especially abroad, we often look at the athletes to succeed, but that's not.
I don't know what the work of those jewels and stuff is, but I appreciate the jewels. Thank you.
A lot of, especially abroad, we often look at the athletes to succeed, but that's not the only way to succeed. We need thinkers. We need people that actually use their mind, Bruce.
He need to go preach this wisdom in his homeland. I agreed. African dude got a UK hairline from the 70s.
You get?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like you
Thinkers
want a
and
situation
doers.
where
We
right
need thinkers
now
and
you
doers.
want your son, you literally are a parent. You want a son or daughter to look at you and go, you know what? You're a boss. There is nothing that will be shown to her that will be you that will be
If
used
my
to
son
literally
was
know her
old
or
enough,
your son. That's my point.
yeah, no, he knows.
Let
He
me
knows
give you
as
an
well.
example. Every time I'm driving around and I see a kid sees the car, he literally comes up. I'll be like, you know what? Get in, take your pictures, save it for when you grow up. Because I've realized how much impact that has on people. People want to have those nice things. People want to have those nice cars. And it's literally inspiring. Whenever you walk into a place in London wearing a nice suit, something nice, many black men, they would literally, whenever you see black men, they'll be like, you know what, brother, I love the fact that you're here. You're representing us. People love to see other black people win. But for you to win, you have to respect other black winners. We can't just do these things where we're like, yeah, I don't like where he is. Therefore, even when I don't like you, I can respect what you've achieved as a person.
Well, it's not all about success. I respect. I can not like somebody, but respect what they've achieved. If what they've achieved was done from what I believe is morally okay, you know what I'm saying? So I think it depends on what it is. He's not necessarily wrong, but I think again, context matters to that.
And
I never said I
how
didn't
can you not
respect.
like somebody? How can you not like somebody that you haven't met? And secondly, he can have his take on women. That could be his reality. And ask yourself, which one is a better reality to have, Bruce? His or yours? Do you get? I would personally go out on the limb and
I wouldn't pay
say,
my life for nothing.
but that's
I
the
lived
thing,
a
Bruce.
great
We're
life.
not saying change. We're saying improve.
I would,
We're
yeah.
saying
You keep
improve.
talking about history. I'm gonna take my perspective every time, and that's not me being a liar. That's just everything I've learned and everything I've gained can be used in so many different ways. And I mean, he has his own life. Great for your best-selling book. I hope you have 5 more. But
that means you're blind to the truth.
I've lived.
Because if
I've
right
lived
now,
greatness.
I am understanding your perspective, but you're not getting his or mine as well. I'm saying,
Well, okay, comparing life to life is you don't have to do that. That was dumb. You could have said that in a different way. Because I'm not trading my life for nobody. I don't give a damn how successful they is. So that whose life would you rather have? My life. I would rather have my life. Now, are there ways that maybe you can improve? Sure, of course. But I don't want another nigga life. That's gay. Fuck, I want to live like you. I want to be like you, bro. Man, I'm a grown ass man. Get your gay ass up out of here.
there is
Well,
improvement.
that's it. I never disrespect. I never said I didn't respect anything. He just does that whole thing where he just starts to try to belittle people when it's just a debate. Either there's something to debate or there's not. There doesn't have to be this guy's an idiot, liar, no integrity, liar, idiot. Like he's
this
literally
is the
said
thing.
those 3 words at least a dozen times each. And
True, but Bruce, if you ever watch this, you done said some stupid ass shit, man. You done said some dumb shit to where like sometimes you gotta get caught out on your idiot being an idiot. If you say some idiotic stuff, I think you should deserve to get called an idiot. Women don't like when I call, some of them on my live, I call them a bitch. You acting like a bitch, you deserve to get called a bitch. It is what it is. And my bitch is not gender specific. I call anybody a bitch if you act like a bitch ass nigga, you a bitch ass nigga. It is what it is.
it's like
Okay, let me. Just
That's
like
just me though. You say that's just me.
everything in life, there is hierarchy, Bruce. Like if somebody is taller than you, you could say this person is taller than me. If somebody is living better than you, you could say this person is living better than me. It's just
Again, but this is my point though, that what bro talking about though. Living better is subjective. I don't have to be, if you happy where you at, I'm happy where I'm at. So living better, everybody don't have to have a Lamborghini. Everybody don't have to have a huge mansion. Some people are completely okay with living in an average family style home. As long as they cool, they cool. You know what I'm saying? That's where we go back to that point of like living better. You don't know if he living better or not. I mean, he may have more wealth. He may have more material things, but living better is kind of like you know what I'm saying? It kind of might be a little bit of a reach, but I understand his point, but I don't think that's the way to bring that point up, but sometimes, but I will say this though, most people do want to live above average lifestyle from the sense of material things and lifestyle access for sure. So I will say that, but not everybody want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, you might be cool with flying economy. I don't fly economy. I gotta fly first class. I got to. It's just me. I can't fly economy. I gotta get in the front. I want my food and I want to spread out. I'm a tall nigga. I need space. Some people may have more money than me and they cool with flying economy. Fly economy. It just ain't gonna be me. That don't mean that they don't enjoy economy. Maybe they like economy. I can't do economy though. I will spend the extra money to fly first class. I don't like sitting in the lobby at the airport. I go to the Sky Lounge. That's just me. I'm just saying. That's just me. That's just how I operate when I fly. Ain't nothing wrong with what you do though. You know what I'm saying? So it's I think context matters is my point. Again, context matter though.
one of those things in life. So if he turns around and say, I'm doing better than you at this thing, like he mentioned, physically athletic, it's true, isn't it?
Now that's different though. I can agree to that. Your health is not good, so you need to like your neck should not be hanging down to your chest. That's ridiculous.
In terms
Yes,
of
Bruce,
endurance,
we
yeah,
can be
probably.
honest.
Sure.
Yeah, see, that's my
Yeah, in
point.
terms
So
of
he could
endurance,
turn
sure.
around and say, yes, specifically, I'm better than you at this and this and this things. Now, if I were you, I would take it with grace. If I realize somebody is better than me at something, my first question is, how can I get there? That's my first question. How can I get there?
And if you're talking about terms of endurance, what real fight lasts 5 minutes?
We're not
Like,
talking about
I
fight.
don't.
We're
I'm
talking
not
about
saying
not
I'm
just
training to
fighting.
be a
What?
boxer or a professional fighter. Like going multiple amount of rounds, an average fight lasts what 2 minutes. If you can't knock
But
someone out
as
in
a
2 minutes,
man,
you need to turn around and walk away.
because as you are a man, Bruce, we expect you to compete at the highest level in everything.
Exactly. Your training is always supposed to be harder than the real thing. Football practice was way harder than the games when I played college football. Way harder. Way harder. It's not even a comparison. Your training is always going to be harder than the real thing because you need to make sure that you're able, if the real thing was to happen, you need to be able to be prepared for it. If you in the military training is going to be way harder most of the time than what's actually going on. If you in SEAL Team 6, if you do budge training, you probably never going to have to hold over a damn boat over your head and run across the damn water. If you know what buds is, you know what I'm talking about, and be up for 6 days straight or 7 days straight or whatever it is. But you need to be prepared for it if it was to happen. That's how that works.
Like if
I haven't
another man
either.
could beat you,
I remember doing, not to keep pausing, but I remember doing 2 days when I was in high school. We did 2 days. They don't do 2 days no more because it's, I guess the NCAA or the Ohio, whatever it is, the National Sports Athletic Association said that it was not ethical for having high schoolers do 2 days, and they don't do 2 days in college either no more. But I remember doing 2 days, and you don't play 2 football games in a day, but you do 2 days because you need to be overly prepared for the real game, so that if you're more prepared. It just is what it is. So his point is basically, I'm just gonna do what's required. No, you need to be able to do past what's required because that's how you be the best. Yeah, I did 2 days when I was playing. I would think the last year was 2 days was 2015 or 2014. It was 2014 or 2015, and that's when they cut 2 days. But I remember doing 2 days in high school. Yeah.
endurance, then you need to up your endurance. If I were me personally, what I like to do is anything I realize somebody is better than me at, I would try.
I don't care about having no competition. Now, don't get. I love to do sparring. When my homie was down here from New Jersey, JoJo, he's actual like real kickboxer. Oh yeah, I'd love to spar, but
Okay, brilliant. So when you go to the event,
other than
in
improving
June,
my health, is I'm not doing this to make money. I'd rather spar than run. Me
okay,
personally.
this is the thing, Bruce.
Or
Since when you
bike
go
than
to
run.
the event, you can do a light spar with some of the saints. You can see everybody puts in the work over there.
Boom.
Yeah, you can see it. Like nobody is going to try to outdo you. We're just over here trying to be the best of ourselves. Remember, be yourself, be good to yourself, be good to good people. So the assumption is that you need to be yourself. You know what? You come in whatever level you come in, you're trying to do your best. That's all that matters. You go the hardest, you do your best. You improve your life every single day. And that's what life is about, Bruce. Elevate.
Yeah.
You're elevating
I know
every
that,
single day you live.
Yeah, self-improvement. Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And I definitely think this housing culture would help. And I would love for you to attend.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind going. You said the 13th and the 14th.
Yeah. No, Bruce, no, you don't mind going. Are you sure? Because obviously this is going to be money commitment. If I commit my money, will you show up?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
And okay, then we will be expecting you. And remember, do keep in mind, there is not going to be any hostile conversation. We just want you to learn from the saints. So
it's never been anything hostile.
I'm glad that we've come to this conclusion, Bruce. It's a beautiful thing that we are finally coming to an understanding like men.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, certainly.
Bruce, may I ask you a question?
Sure.
I've been looking at the comments as they've been going, and I've really enjoyed and appreciated the dialogue. For you in this dialogue, what would you say? Thank you. What would you say you've learned in this dialogue? Not with me.
I mean, it wasn't really a lot of usable information. We didn't. It started as a competition, and then
Competition.
I I I admit that maybe I misread the
No, not with me.
description.
Not with
But
me.
once we actually got to the actual topic, which I mean, I'm pretty sure you said women should be with. You said they should be with a good leader
Real quick
and
before you go
something
on,
else.
Bruce, I wanna yield the floor for you to introduce yourself and exchange names. So I want to yield the floor for you to do that, introduce yourself, exchange names, and then I'll re-ask my question right now because I don't think you guys formally introduced yourselves to one another.
This
All
is
right, I'll go
bad.
first. Bruce, my name is Saleh, and it's an absolute pleasure to meet you. I have a mining business and I have commodities business, and it's a pleasure to meet you. I saw you and Saint. We're going back and forth in this conversation. We are scheduled in to come in and discuss SaaS in Africa because we intend to do big things over there on the continent. And it's a pleasure to meet you. I know your name is Bruce, and any other introduction you want to give to me, so I know you well.
Yes, it is very nice to
Yeah,
meet you.
likewise.
My name is Bruce Beard. I am a freelance heating and air conditioning technician, and I really just came on here to debate what I thought was a pressing concern.
Fair enough.
Makes sense, Bruce. Pleasure.
And in your conversation with Saleh, what do you feel that you may have learned?
Mm, well, I've learned a lot about him. He's a very respectful person. Looks to be a very successful businessman. You know, he speaks with knowledge and wisdom. I mean, I've been applying most of that stuff to my life, which is I've been able to get as far as I have. But, you know, I mean, I wouldn't mind, conversing with him, but I just came on because I don't know, man. When you're in politics and this whole traditional nationalist Christian centrist family BS is everywhere, and I just see it just,
What?
and
I
I
don't
know he's
understand what the
spoken
Christian
against
got to
this,
do with
but
it.
when I first heard of Marquet, I just assumed him.
Christianity don't have anything to do with it. You go through every single the four corners of this earth. Most places are gonna foundationally be the man is the leader, the woman is the follower of the man. You go in Islam, it's gonna be that way, and Christianity is that way. If you go to uncontacted tribes right now, like I always bring up North Sentinel Island, the men are the ones that are out fighting for people so that people don't interact with their island. If you go to any tribe in Africa, you don't know what they believe in. They still operate in that realm of the man is the leader and the woman is the follower. That has nothing to do with religion. That's everything to do with biology and how it's foundationally set because we're humans. And there are things that men do better than women do, and there are things that women do better than men do. So Christianity and all that, that's somebody that is not really logical and don't really know anything else outside of what they see. Like, come on, man. That got nothing to do with Christianity. That got everything to do with just human.
I know he's spoken against this, but when I first heard of Marquet, I just assumed him to be like a red pillar.
Real quick, before we go on, you answered what you learned about him, but I'm saying and I'm going to ask him the same thing, but what did you learn from him in the conversation?
I self-reflect a lot, so it's not like he became Jordan Peterson in a split second. Everything he said did make some pretty good sense. I didn't really agree with the whole warrior equaling leadership because that just historically that usually amounted into the loss of many thousands of lives whenever the warriors were the leaders. There were some good warriors that were good
So then what was I mean, that's human nature though. That's not because that's human nature. It is what it is.
leaders, but
I mean, and he want to bring up statistics. He was talking about, well, men commit 92% of violent crime. Well, what when it comes to domestic violence, what two genders, or if it's a man and a woman, if it's homosexual men, straight men, homosexual women, who commit the most DV as far as those dating dynamics? Lesbian women commit the most domestic violence, like out of anything. Like I think it's like 90 or 88% of domestic violence, like it's something super, super high. So, I mean, that right there can give you an example of like the conflict that women still operate in as well. Conflict is not based off of gender. Conflict is simply based off of, belief systems, and conflict is based off of basically what I'm trying to say is it's inevitable. You're not going to stop conflict, whether it's a man or a woman. You're just not going to stop it. And if anything, I would probably argue that men going to have less conflict. People look at them lesbian relationships. And sometimes conflict is necessary. Sometimes people need to be eradicated. I mean, that's just what I believe. I don't know about some of y'all, but I think some people need to be eradicated. Some people need to be dealt with. And in my opinion, if I was a dictator, people will be dealt with publicly on national TV. It'd be a 24-hour stream that goes on. And it would basically be something that's telling you what this person did. And hey, bring back the guillotine. Let's go ahead and make an example out of them. That's just me, though.
But I mean, he's,
I don't want to interrupt you, but so you're telling me what you disagreed. I'm saying, what might you have learned from all that he said?
They ain't going. You saw my aunt for world president. Boy, they're going to assassinate the hell out of me.
And, I mean, if you feel like you didn't learn anything from him, you can say so. I'm not pressuring you.
I felt like he came and started talking to me with like a presumption that I'm like against him or the assassin. And I see the troll comments, which is so hilarious because none of those folks would ever say any of that to my face. That's the whole thing. It's all about respect. I never once disrespected anyone. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I'm very defensive when it comes.
Nah, that ain't true. That's not true.
Because everything I am,
Bruce,
I work for.
Bruce,
and you can have all the diamond mines.
That ain't true.
I hear you on that one. I'm
both disrespected.
I feel like he was
anything. Or
yeah. Well, the reason why it's not like he wasn't saying stuff that couldn't help someone else.
See, I think this is the problem with him. He can't just answer the question. Did you learn something or did you not learn something? If you didn't learn something, just say you didn't learn something. And you can explain why you didn't learn something. But you want to answer the question. This is what a lot of times when Marquet was speaking about, this is what a lot of women do. They don't want to answer the question directly. They got to babble and give a whole spiel because they don't want to. Well, my feelings, your feelings don't matter. It's a yes or no question. Did you learn something or did you not? All that extra talking is unnecessary. He can't answer the question. He just keep babbling and babbling and babbling and babbling when you could have answered the question in 30 seconds. Or you could have answered the question in less than 3 seconds, but you turn it into a 30-second conversation. It's unnecessary.
But I was never under the presumption of, you being a negative person. Like I said, when I put the comment in the live chat, everyone has bad takes.
Man, buddy just
I have a couple bad takes. I feel like stupid people shouldn't vote. I have bad taste. It's wrong, but from what I knew, and I'm getting off topic. I felt
point proven, babbling and going into nonsense. I know it ain't all y'all, okay?
I felt like he had that presumption that I'm just like some person that's just against you for whatever reason, which I'm not. I hope you help all the men become billionaires. You become a billionaire. You keep that. You kept saying like, "Oh no, Bruce, you hate me. You're jealous of me." Not at all.
Fair.
Not at all. You said that multiple times.
Fair. Is this your final answer to what you learned from him?
Yes, I yield the floor.
Okay. All right. Cool. Do you have any parting words?
Nah, not really. Just I'll leave my email, and if you want to pay for because that's the thing, like when the person I know that knows you
directly, I'm gonna pay the same directly, so we make sure that you would turn up. You give me your word, so I would expect that
for sure. But I just know like some of his retreats would be like $800-900 and for the weekend and all that, and that's cool. But
yeah, don't matter.
I'll pay for it.
I'll pay for it as long as you're showing up. Don't matter. So it's okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave my email in this whatever chat studio. And then you can email me
send a DM on IG and we can work it out. Send a direct message on Instagram. If you're
Instagram.
blocked on there, then use your ladies' IG if not. But just, hey, I was on the live stream. This is my email address. I want to come to the conference.
All righty.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
Okay.
Oh,
I didn't
think he
remove
logged off.
him. I didn't remove him. I want everybody to think that I
He
removed
logged off.
him. Boy, Bruce.
Say, interesting, you know. So it's interesting conversation. I've been here for over an hour and a half just listening and going back and forth. It's hilarious. It's certainly hilarious.
I appreciate that conversation you had with him in those cases. And I was watching the chat. You dropped some excellent information, well delivered. And even though that may not have impacted him, I think that there are probably a great many people watching who can appreciate what you shared. And so I thank you for that. And also, they were able to see two different approaches to the same person. And you engaged them with class and understanding, and you essentially got experiences.
Yeah, it's one of those things, you know. Literally one of those things.
Yeah, so I think people maybe understand sometimes why it goes left, but you have to forgive me. My dinner just arrived.
All right. That's the end of that, man. That's the end of that. I think it was a necessary conversation needed. And, you know, my whole point of that whole thing wasn't to, really wasn't to agree with a side or whatever it is. It was really to showcase the issue, I think, with a lot of young men, you know, specifically, you know, my generation of men who don't know how to have dialogue. I don't think the majority of us know how to have dialogue, and you don't have to make everything emotional. Sometimes you can just get your point. You don't have to overtalk. You ain't got to make everything emotional, and you don't have to just babble. And that whole conversation, that it was just, I, in my personal opinion, think that that's just how most men are in general, my generation. It just is what it is. You know, I pride myself. I ain't perfect. I make a lot of mistakes, dude, a whole lot. But Buddy just a prime example of just what not to be. Bruce just isn't intelligent. He creates hard times. Man, I see a lot of the younger guys acting like that, though. It's okay to admit you wrong sometimes. No, for sure. That was a good show, and appreciate you sharing with us. You know that, Tez. You know that. And it feels so weird not having the same time zone as you no more. Oh, yeah, I'm on the West Coast with it, man. It's only 12:45 where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So we early with it, you know. At least on my time early. But yeah, man, that's it though, man. That's it. We're gonna go ahead and call it for the night. I've been on here for how long? I've been on? At least probably 5 hours. 4 hours and 53 minutes, almost 5 hours. Yeah, so that's gonna be the end of that, man. That's gonna be the end of the live, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have a great night. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Supporting the content. Shout out to everybody who sent the donation. Everybody who sent the donation, man. Y'all some real ones, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with the content, supporting the content, and you know, keeping this channel afloat, man. Y'all do a lot. Every donation means something to me, whether that be on here, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, no matter what it is, man. I'm appreciative of all of it. I appreciate y'all giving y'all perspective. I appreciate the agreeers, the disagreeers, the people who just got different perspectives, man. I'm thankful for all y'all. Y'all took y'all time. Y'all could be watching anything, but y'all decided to come to my live and, you know what I'm saying, rap with me. So I appreciate y'all, you know. And has the chill candle tonight in his new home. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Are you in California? I'm going to put your name on my palette. I'm not going to say where I'm at, but I'm on the West Coast. You can take that, you know, take that however you want to take. I'm on the West Coast. But yeah.